Yo! What's up, guys? Fears is here, rocking the new Ninja Turtle shirt right off the bat. Leonardo, Raph, Leonardo. So Leonardo, Raph, Leonardo. Turtles, 1984, baby. That's right. Uh, what's up, you guys? Brand new coffee. I've never tried this kind. So right off the bat, guys, I want to say this stream is brought to you by Folgers Black Silk. I've never tried this kind, so let's try it right now. In my Stormtrooper mug. That's right. Classic. I've had this mug for quite a few years now. All right, here we go. Wow. Very strong. Very strong, but very good. Very good. All right. Wow, I didn't expect it to be that strong. It's good, though. It's very, very good. That'll wake fears up and then some. Anyway, guys, big shout out to the fans. What's up? How you guys doing? It's the host with the most, the fears, man. Anyway, hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. My God. Thank God it is the weekend. After the week I've had, it was tough days at work. Yesterday's fucking shit show. I'm going to get into that in just a second because I've got a lot to talk about that. So thank God it's the weekend. But I've got some updates for you, and then we'll mosey into the stream. Today's topics are. By the way, thank you for the like. Someone just liked the stream. Thank you. Today's topics are. I thought it'd be cool to talk about some of the best memories that Fears has created since I moved down here. Well, thank you for the second like. I don't know who did that, but thank you so much. Let me switch it from top chat to live chat. There we are. Yo, J-Man, what's going on? How you doing? Good to see you. So that's the first topic. Best memories since I moved to Florida. Then, that's right, I got myself a Walmart Goodwill haul. That's right. And then, in honor of Ghostbuster Day, that was yesterday, Fears watched Ghostbusters 1. Ghostbusters 1 right before I went to work last night. And I thought we would review the old classic. So get your thinking caps on. Get your input that you want to talk about Ghostbusters 1. Get ready. So, updates. I'm just going to get the two bad updates out of the way. And then I'll lead into the good updates. The first bad update is, so I thought about it long and hard. Should I go tomorrow, one day? And the answer is no. I'm not going to go. I'd rather save my money, because I've got a couple of big expenditures coming up. I want to buy a nice, well put together Indiana Jones hat. Someone's going to hand make it for me from this website, and I'm going to wear it whenever I go to see it in theaters before my trip. So that's number one. For the vlog, I want to wear a handmade. It's not a crap one. It's a really good one. And I searched for weeks on end on a company that remakes not just the Indiana Jones hat. They remake the Crocodile Dundee hat. They remake the legendary hat. What is it? They make the Lone Ranger's white hat. They make Indiana Jones's hat. They hand make the Back to the Future shiny hat that Marty McFly wears with his inflatable jacket, from the future shit. So they remake famous movie hats, and they spend like 2 weeks on each hat. So you put in your order and they work on that. And they use real leather and they said it'll look exactly like how it was in the film. So I'm saving my money for that. And two, I just thought, you know what? There's another show. They have another show coming up of Spookula in October. So I would rather just spend my money on the hat. I'd rather spend my money and save my money for my Missouri trip and go to this one in October. When you go on the website, it's www.spookula.com. Now, again, I don't know if all these guests will be at the October one, but at least I'll be able to save up my money. And so on the good side, there is another show. The bad side, some of the actors that are going to the June one may not come to the one in October. So I know some of them are returning. I just don't know who is returning. I looked on the website, so there's that. So I just said, well, I'm like, the trip's coming up, so I have to buy that hat because when I'm very excited for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny to come out. I'm a big Indiana Jones fan. I'll probably bring my cup of Christ with me to the theater, and I'll vlog it up, and I'm probably gonna put some Diet Coke in it, guaranteed. Probably put some Diet Coke in it, fill it up. I'm gonna vlog. I'm gonna do the whole shebang. You know, I'm gonna film myself going up to the dispenser and saying, "Hey, do you mind if I fill up my Holy Grail with Diet Coke?" And they're gonna be like, "Are you fucking insane, Fears?" And I'm gonna be like, "No, I'm not." I'm like, "Let's fucking Indiana Jones it up, motherfucker." So yeah, so it's gonna be a whole thing. So I'm gonna save up my money and do all that shit. It comes out June 30th. So, oh yeah, baby. Oh, shit. I cannot wait. So I'm going to buy a proper hat. And then, number two, I'd rather save up some money, for... I've got a bunch of trips coming up, I've got the Missouri trip, and then next year I've got the Exhumed Visions trip, so there's there's all of that. So, plus, there's another trip coming... there's another show coming up in October. So, Pixel, I appreciate you telling me about this. And then when I found this card at Jeff's last convention I went to, I was like, oh shit. And I looked. So I knew, I've known that there's going to be another show for a while now. But I was like, oh, I'll probably try and make, this one. But I don't think it's going to happen tomorrow. I think this weekend I'm just gonna chill and make some content tonight. Watch some movies tonight. I'm gonna make some content tomorrow. I'll probably stream tomorrow. I'm gonna watch some more movies because I've got a whole shitload over here and I've got a whole shitload over there, as we all know. And then so it's gonna be a chill weekend. Take a couple of naps, Go to church on Sunday. All that good stuff. So that's bad news number one. Bad news number two, whether you guys know or don't know, Fears freaked out yesterday. And I mean, not just a freak out. I went fucking ballistic. Not by choice, but again, it's always my fault and they never do anything. We'd never start it, even though they always do. They always start it, but of course it's always my fault. And I'm always the one that gets timed out. Figure that one out. I think they should have got timed out. I'm just saying. Did Fear start it? No, I didn't start it. I did not start it whatsoever. But I'm the one that gets timed out. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say. So, I do respect Elsie. I understand why he timed me out. I mean, I was going pretty ballistic. But there was a reason why I was going ballistic. But that's neither here nor there. I'm here to apologize to LC. I'm not gonna apologize. Never would I apologize to those troll shitbags, because that's what they are. They're troll shitbag troublemakers. They will never look in my eyes. I will never apologize to you because you don't deserve an apology. You know what you did. You like to provoke me. You started it. You know you did. You'll never admit to it because you're so immature. You think I'm afraid of you. I'm not afraid of you whatsoever. But I respect LC's Discord, and because I have some friends, and I have some friends in his Discord. So I'm apologizing to my friends in LC's Discord, and I'm apologizing to LC. But I would never apologize to those trolls because I got so and there's a reason why I got so enraged. I really wanted to keep Yakov's present a secret, but they just kept going on and on and on. Then I hate to say it, the dude started some shit a little bit. It wasn't all his fault. He came in at the tail end of it. The real troublemakers were Mercenary Man and Tyler, the two shitbags I'm talking about. They found out what I gave Yak, and they started posting pictures. Then the dude chimed in. And I'm like, well, now it's ruined. Now it's ruined because I wanted to, even when I try to do something nice, they have to ruin it for me, you know? And I just got really mad. I should have walked away. I had a conversation about this with Visions last night. I said I should have walked away, but no, I escalated, and I admitted it. Vision said, well, Fears, I think you took it a little too far. I said, maybe I did. And I know I did. But I said they take it too far sometimes too. They never admit to it. So at least I can admit to it. I did take it too far. But they just provoked me, and thank God it wasn't on camera. Thank God it was just in the Discord, because, I was pissed. I was pissed beyond belief. Because I'm like, here's another thing that they've destroyed. Even when I try to do, and then they were bitching and moaning about, oh, you didn't follow the rules, you didn't spend enough money, You know what? It doesn't matter how much I spent. It's none of your damn business. And I actually did follow the rules. I actually did. If you look in the rules, it says, oh, the first runner-up will get a Marvel or DC character between $40 and $60, right? Well, Yakov wrote me after the contest was done and said, you know what, Fears? Like, I appreciate Marvel and DC, but it's not really my cup of tea. He goes, you know what I would really like? And I wrote him back and I said, what? What would you like? And he said, I would love. He goes, I don't care. You pick any type of stormtrooper. He goes, I don't care. Red, white, black stormtrooper, whatever. And I said, does it matter on the price? And he went, no, it doesn't matter. I went, okay, great. So I said, let me look around. I went to a bunch of comic book stores, and I found this certain stormtrooper at a comic book store. And again, it wasn't $40 or $60, but here's the but. I would have spent $40 or $60 if it was a Marvel or DC character. But because it wasn't a Marvel or DC character, Yakov said, Fears, I don't care about Marvel or DC. Just get me a figure. So I did pertain to the rules. It said, I will buy someone a figure. And the figure I got was not, it was close to $40, but it wasn't $40 or $60. But they're going to bullshit around and say, well, no, technically, But I actually did follow the rules. If he wanted a Marvel character or a DC character, I would have spent $40 or $60. But because he didn't, and that was Yakov. Yakov wrote and said, Fears, I really don't like Marvel. It's not my cup of tea. I'd really love a Stormtrooper. And I said, okay, no worries. I said, I'll get you a Stormtrooper. So that's why I got so mad. Again, I'm not using it as an excuse. I shouldn't have got that mad in LC's Discord. And I went nuts. I went absolutely nuts. I couldn't say. And the craziest thing, well, it's not funny. I almost said funny. The craziest thing is I went so nuts that even Visions got a little perturbed. Like he went, Fears. He goes, you need to calm down. And Visions almost like canceled the trip. And then he even said, you know what, I don't even want the gift card. And I was like, don't go there, buddy. I'm like, I want to send the gift card. So I'm going to apologize to Visions too. Visions, I do apologize getting you a little mad. And I've calmed down a lot. I've calmed down a lot. But Visions couldn't talk a lot last night because he was working, but he wrote me a little line or two before I had to go off to work. So I think we're still cool. I mean, if we weren't cool, he would have blocked me and he wouldn't have talked to me. So um, I guess we're still cool. But Visions, I am sorry. And is Fears perfect? No, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. And I hate it. I hate it when I get that mad. I hate having a short fuse. I absolutely hate it. I absolutely hate having a short fuse. I hate when I get provoked. I hate when people provoke me. And I hate when those troublemakers are bound and determined to start some shit. And I'll be honest, it wasn't so much the dude starting shit. He came in at the tail end of it. I'll admit, every once in a while he does like to start a little trouble, but he's an angel compared to that shithead Tyler and that shithead mercenary man. They are bound and determined to make my life a living hell. They love it. They love provoking. They're sick fucks. I'm just gonna say it. Anyone that likes to provoke somebody on the internet is not right up here. Quentin does it. A lot of those shitheads do it. I've never understood that. Hey, let's make fun of somebody on the internet and we'll get them all riled up. Yeah, oh, that'll be great. Oh, yeah, I love it. Ooh, I can't wait. Well, let's think of ideas on how to do it. Grow up. Grow up. It's the most stupidest thing I've ever heard of in my entire life. Anyway, I just wanted to apologize to Visions and I wanted to apologize to Heroes and I wanted to apologize to my friends. Let me say that again. I'm not apologizing to those idiot shitheads because I will never do that. It'll be a cold day in hell that I would apologize to any of those idiots. I'm apologizing to the people that I really care about. The people that care about me. They don't care. That's the thing is, they don't care what lines they cross. Tyler is a spineless, coward, gutless idiot. Same as Mercenary Man. Same as Quentin. They don't care who they hurt. If they made me cry on camera, they would be like, yes, we did it. We got him. Oh, yeah. Because they don't care. They do not care whether I live or die. They don't care if you guys live or die. All they care about is making people's lives miserable. And it's so sad. And I pity them every single day. So I'm apologizing to people that I really care about. Visions, Pixel, Richie, the dude, Heroes, all of Heroes' family that are in his Discord, all the people that all my loyal fans. I apologize. I shouldn't have went that nuts. I should have just been the bigger guy, and I should have just said, you know what? Fuck him. I'm out of here, and just tune off. But I didn't. I just kept going on, and they sucked me in. And Heroes, I apologize for making a scene. I don't think I should have got timed out. I really think you should time those guys out sometimes. I really do. That's all I'm going to say. I understand why I got timed out. So I'm not mad at Heroes. Not at all. I understand why he timed me out. I needed some cool off time to be anyway. But I think I'm just saying. I think sometimes Tyler, Mercer, man, all those other idiots, Quentin, he's the same way too. They need to get timed out too. Even Joey. Sometimes Joey's cool. Sometimes he's not cool. Sometimes they like to push the limits. And I'm just saying, Heroes, they need to have a timeout too. Every once in a while. It can't always be me. That's all I'm going to say. It can't always be me. And I wanted to say this right away. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Do I regret what happened yesterday? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I shouldn't have went that nuts because that looks bad. Like, what if somebody new joined Heroes Discord? They would maybe be put off if they saw someone screaming, going ballistic, going nuts. But on the same coin, I just don't like it that I get made fun of and nothing ever changes and it's always me that gets punished and they never get punished. That's all I'm going to say. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. I thought I got a text message from somebody. My bad. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. So let's get on with the stream. So yeah. So heroes, I understand why what happened, and Visions, I apologize. I really do. That's the first time I've seen Visions like actually perturbed. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. Because Vision's friendship means a lot to me, and I don't want that to be ruined. So so I think me and him are cool. I mean, like again, if he would have been super mad, he would have blocked me. He would never talk to me again. And he literally wrote, he said, "Fears, you need to cool off," and I have. So I hope it does. I hope it never happens again. I really hope it never happens again. But again, heroes, they're gonna try. They're gonna try to have it happen again. They're like, yes, we love it. Yeah, we achieved it. Can't wait for the next freak out. They're going to try and do it again because that's how fucking psychos they are. So I'm probably not gonna hang out in the Discord anymore. If I'm being complete. I mean, I may poke my head in every once in a while, but I really need to walk away. I've never liked Discords ever to begin with. I think they're the biggest waste of time ever, if I'm being completely honest. The only reason why I'm in LC's Discord is because me and LC are friends, and I wanted to show support, and it's just gotten out of hand. And again, I've had bad experience in Discords before, and for my own health, I'm walking away because I cannot stand those idiot assholes. That's what they are. They are assholes. They love to provoke me, and I love the flip flop they do. Sometimes LC sees it, sometimes he doesn't. They do all this evil shit, and then I love how their brain works. They're like, oh, no, we never did anything. I can't believe you called me that, Fears. Wow, I didn't call that to you when they really did. And they've done all this horrible shit to me. And then they're like, oh, God, my feelings are hurt, Fears. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Oh, wow, I can't believe you said that when they've done it to me first. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Anyway, I'm done. I'm checking out. So I'm done. That's all I wanted to say. Let's move on. So I do apologize to the dude. I apologize to Visions. And I apologize to Heroes, and I apologize to all my other friends and people that I care about and all my fans that are in the Discord. All the other people can fuck off. If they fucked off and never came back, I would be the happiest person alive. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. So yeah. Anyway, so that's why I didn't really comment at all in the Discord last night or today. Because I knew if I did, it would be an absolute shit show. So I'm definitely walking away. Like I said, every once in a while I may poke my head in and say hello, but for the most part, I'm fucking done. So I hope that fake Fears Man Discord burns in hell, because it's mostly filled up with trolls. I didn't create it. I would love for someone to take it down. I didn't give Quentin permission to make it. But he's going to be an asshole and keep it up, so I don't really care what happens. I'm walking away, and I wish Heroes Discord well, but I just can't take it anymore. Like I said, every once in a while, I'll probably pop my head in and say hello and say, hey, I'm here, I'm still alive. But for my own sanity, I'm walking away. Seriously, I'm done. Anyway, well, I'm glad, Heroes. Heroes says, it's all good, my friend. We're cool. Well, I'm glad, because I didn't want you to be mad at me, and I didn't want Visions to be mad at me, and all my other loyal fans. I just, at some point, you have your breaking point, and I just couldn't take it anymore, and I just went fucking ballistic on both of them, because they knew they had they had a plan, they had it planned out, and they were ready. I love how they plan it out. Oh, we'll do this. At this moment, we'll do this, and and they're going to deny it. They're going to deny it that any of this is true, but everybody knows that it's true. I rarely start it. They always start it. you know, and I get provoked, and then here we are. Rarely do I start it. Now, I will admit, last night, they started it, but I sure as hell fucking finished it because Vision said, well, Fears, I think he took it a little too far. And then I wrote Visions back and said, well, I think both of us took it too far. I said, they were being dicks, I was being dicks. And I admitted, I said, I was being a dick towards the end, you know. And I said, oh, they want a war, I'll give them a goddamn war. And I went nuts, you know, because they think I'm afraid of them. I'm not afraid of them whatsoever. They don't have the balls to show up at my door. I would love, because they'd have a rude awakening if they ever showed up at my door. Anyway, so they're all talk. Anyway, my day. They pretty much ruined my entire night. I didn't get much sleep last night because I was thinking about what happened. So I only got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. Even though I tried, as soon as it happened, I took a shower. I got something to eat. I watched Ghostbusters, and I said, "Well, I've got 5 hours. I've got 6 hours until I have to go to work. I maybe should try to get some sleep and try to relax and rest and calm down." I did calm down. I did relax, but because it was on my mind about what happened, I didn't get much sleep. Thanks to those fucking idiots. Then at work, I was thinking about it the whole time because I'm like, well, I don't want Visions to be mad. I don't want Yakov to be upset, and I'm like, well, now he's gonna be bummed because now he knows what he's gonna get. So I'm definitely gonna throw in some extra goodies, and then I'm not gonna say one word about the extra. I need to keep my mouth shut sometimes. If I never would have, it's my fault too. If I never would have shown the back of the stormtrooper thing, then they probably would have never have found out what I gave Yakov until Yakov said, "Hey guys, in the mail I got this," and then it would have been too late for them to ruin it. So now I'm gonna send Visions, the dude, and Yakov not only their gifts, but I'm gonna send them an extra goodie, and then I'm not gonna say anything about what the extra goodie is. So then those assholes don't have a shadow of a doubt, not even one chance to try and ruin that. So at least Yakov will be surprised at the extra goodie that I send. So yeah. I was already going to send the extra goodie to begin with, you know? So in the end, I hope all three of them will still enjoy the gift, even though those idiots ruined it, you know? Anyway, I am sorry. I really am. Again, I'll say it again. Is Fears perfect? No, I'm not perfect. I try to be the best version of myself. I hate it. Again, let me reference this. I hate it. I hate drama. I hate idiots like that. I hate getting provoked by idiots like that. I hate when this happens. I feel horrible, you know? And then it doesn't look good on the Discord. It doesn't look good, especially on me, you know. And I know Visions doesn't like to see me like that. Pixel doesn't like to see me like that. You guys, my loyal fans, don't like to see me like that. Heroes doesn't like to see me like that. Nobody does, except for those idiots, you know. So anyway. That's all I wanted to say. I apologize. All right, moving on. All right, time for some better vibes. Before I do the Walmart haul, it's been raining, so I got off of work at it wasn't too bad of a night. We had what was the number? Hang on, I'm trying to remember. This week we've had one easy day, and then all the other days were just like shit shows, like 46, 47, 40. I think Tuesday was our highest day when I told you guys we had 47. Right? 47, yeah. So, it wasn't 47, thank God, but last night it was either 44 or 45, I can't remember, so it's still a lot. Still a lot. So, I was like, hey, you know what, maybe Friday will be like an easy day, we'll roll in, and because sometimes, usually Fridays and Mondays, you would think would be an absolute shit show. Normally, Tuesday through Thursday are our big, where a lot of people send packages and shit. But Monday's kind of a chill day, and usually Friday's a chill day. Today was not a chill day. Like, I came in, my boss was like, "Hey, Fears, you ready?" And I was like, "All right, man, lay it on me, lay it on me." I'm like, "How many?" He's like, "Fears." He goes, "We're rocking at 45,000." I was like, "Oh God!" I'm like, "All right." Oh yeah, I'm wearing it, heroes. I'm wearing it. Bada bing, bada boom. As soon as I got, now I didn't wear this to work. As soon as I got off of work, I was sweating like crazy. I had some breakfast, took a shower, washed all my uniform and all that stuff, and then I thought, you know what? I'm like, I'm not gonna wait until my Missouri trip, and I'm definitely bringing this on the Exhumed Visions trip. I think because Visions liked this shirt, so I was like, oh well, I'll bring it. So I think I'm gonna bring it on both trips. And I was like, you know what? I'm like, those trips are so far away. Like, I'm not taking my Missouri trip until like July. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm like, I'm just gonna wear it now. I'm like, I'll wear it today. I'm like, I'll wear it on stream today. I'll probably wash it tonight, and I'll rewear it on Sunday or Monday. Oh, by the way, I told Visions, thank God. Remember I said that girl accidentally spilled some paint and I helped her clean it up at work? Because paint was fucking everywhere. And then I felt bad. I'm like, well, no one's helping her. And I looked around and I'm like, why isn't anyone helping her? And she was upset because obviously she didn't mean to spill the paint. And I was like, well, shit. I'm like, no one's helping her. And then the manager ran off to get some paper towels. And I'm like, well, while he's going to grab some paper towels and all that shit, I said, I'll just help her clean it up. So I remember I walked up and said, hey, do you need any help? She goes, oh, please, John. She goes, I've asked for help twice and no one's coming up. I said, don't worry. I said, the manager's coming back with some paper towels. I'm like, he'll help you. And I said, I'll help you too. And then once I started helping, then people started to chime in. And I didn't say it out loud, but in my mind, I'm like, well, why didn't you chime in and help her even before I chimed in and helped her? I'm like, we're supposed to be a team here. I'm like, she's upset and she wasn't crying, but her eyes were filling up because obviously it's embarrassing. You spill a not a pan of cake. Jesus, I'm tired. A can of paint. You're going to be embarrassed. Everybody's looking at you. She's got paint all over her. So I'm here to say, Visions, the fucking paint came out of the shirt, thank God, because I love that grandma shirt. I absolutely love it. So yeah, anyway. By the way, I got some new subs today. I was out and about doing, when I was doing my Walmart Goodwill haul, in Goodwill, I was making a TikTok video. I don't know how old these guys were. They looked like early 30s, and they're like, "Oh wow, they're like, you're on TikTok. You're making content." I said, "Yeah." I said I've been on TikTok for about maybe, oh God, how long has it been? Maybe a year. I don't know. Or hang on. Maybe 2 years. I can't honestly remember. I told them a year and a half. I said, this is a guest, guys. I think a year and a half. I said, but I make other content. They're like, oh, really? Like, what do you do? And I said, I do YouTube. I do streams. And I do a podcast and fucking vlog. And I said, then I do videos on, like, nerdy content and shit. And the guy's like, oh, I'll sub. And I was like, oh, sweet. So him and his friend subbed. So that was cool. So I've got 5 new subs. So, because there was a band of like 5 guys there, and they both, well, actually I got 10 subs because they both all of those 5 guys subbed to Fears Vlogs and Fears Man and Fears Vlogs. So the new sub count is on Fears Man 26. We're up to 2,472 subs, and on Fears Vlogs I believe I was at 1,355. Now I'm up to 1,362. So we're getting there. We're a Mosian. We're a Mosian. We're getting there slowly but surely. Thank you for someone liking the stream a third time. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. So that's good. So the paint came out. So Visions, thank God, right? Thank God the paint came out. Because I was like worried. I was like, oh God, I fucking love this shirt. I just bought it off of Visions website, right? Just bought it off the website, and like now it's ruined. And I was like, well, I'm like, maybe it's not. I'm like, I'll put it in the washer. we'll see. I'm like, I'm like, I hope, you know. So then the paint came out, thank God, and I was relieved. I was I was relieved. So yeah, I really was relieved because I was like, well, that's one of my favorite. I was like, that's one of my favorite shirts, and but yeah, so but yeah, and I'm telling you guys, I don't want to bring it back up again, but I really did feel bad about yesterday. I mean, that's not the biggest freak out. I'd say the biggest freak out that's ever happened was the one with Pixel, and I didn't mean to say something. I just couldn't catch my breath, and I got shit for this for years. And I'm not gonna go into the story because everybody knows the story. But that's probably the worst one. It came close. It came close last night to beating the Pixel freak out. I mean, it was right there. If I would have probably stayed online for another 10 minutes, it probably would have beat it. I mean, I was royally pissed off, but for good reason though. But anyway, but I am sorry. I really am. I've never. I felt. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, if Visions is getting a little pissed and a little perturbed, then I know it's serious. And I've never seen him like he was like, "Yo, Fears." He goes, "I may have to cancel the trip," and I was like, "Oh fuck." I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Well, I don't want that to happen." And then he was like, "Keep the fucking gift card," and I was like, "Oh shit." But I think everything's cool now because I wrote him and I was like, "Hey man, I really am sorry from the bottom of my heart." I said, "I know you weren't involved with it, Pixel. I mean, I said I know you weren't involved with it, Visions, but I said obviously, you know, you don't want to see that in the Discord." And I said, none of my loyal fans want to see that, and Heroes doesn't want to see that. So I was like, "Oh shit." So I did apologize to him last night. Um, you know, Visions sometimes is a man of few words, so I think he just let it die, and then I said my sorries, and then I pretty much give me 1 second. I don't think he'll mind if I read this. I hope not. So Visions, I'm just giving people context here. So I just basically wrote this. I said, "Hey Visions, I'm sorry. I owe you an apology, and I owe everybody else an apology." I said I wasn't trying to make you feel unsafe. I said I should have handled that situation better. I said they get me so angry sometimes. I said I know that isn't an excuse. I said they do terrible things and then they act like they didn't do anything. I said it gets my blood boiling every time. I said they're bitching about a movie, you know, that I watched. I said then they're bitching about, you know, I didn't spend enough money. And then I said, I don't want you to be mad at me. I said, because our friendship means a lot to me. And it does. It really does. And then I said, I still want to send you that gift card, man. I said, please accept it. I said, because you've given me so much and I appreciate all that you've done, buddy. And I said, I truly am sorry if I got you heated. I said, I should have walked away. I said, anyway, I said, I'm going to take a break from the Discord. I said, I still want us to hang out. So I said, I said, I promise I'm not mad at you. I'm mad at those guys. And I hope we're still cool, man. I said, I really am sorry from the bottom of my heart. I said, those guys were just being dicks. And then I said, then Vision said, I think in this situation, Fears, you took it too far, and you were being the dick yourself. And then he said, I have a lot of work to do, so I probably won't write for a bit, but just cool off. And then I wrote, I said, "Oh, I agree." I said, "I think both parties were dicks." I said, "I admit." I said, "I was a dick and took it too far." I said, "They completely ruined the surprise for Yak, and then they denied it." I said, "But I wanted to say I'm sorry, and I'm glad we're still friends." And I said, "I still want to hang out next year." And I said, "I'm sorry if I got you mad." I said, "Yeah, I'm cooling off now." I said, "It should have never gotten that bad." I said, "They love to piss me off." I said, "Please accept the gift card because I want you to have it. It's from the heart, buddy." And then I said, "Well, anyway, I'll let you get back to your work." I said, "I just wanted to write and say how sorry I was." And again, he's a man of like of a few words, Vision. So he didn't really say, "Hey, Fears, I accept your apology." I think he just let it die. And then hours later, I took a nap, and then hours later, I woke up, took a piss, and then I tried to get something to eat, and then I thought, oh, well, I haven't heard from Vision, so I said, so how's your night going? And he said, oh, it's going all right. I just ate too much Taco Bell. So I guess his stomach was hurting him. And then I just wrote, oh, man, I said, sometimes Taco Bell can be a good thing, and sometimes it can be a bad thing. I said, well, I said, I hope you got all your work done. I said, I'm trying to rest up and get some sleep before. I'm sorry, I said, I'm pretty much just resting and watching Ghostbusters. I said, I hope your stomach feels better. And then that was it. Then that was it. And then I wrote him a few times a day, and I guess he's just been busy, making his prints and stuff. So I said, hey, if I do a stream, it'll be around 7, like 6 or 7, 8-ish. And then I said, hey, I'm sorry about yesterday, buddy. It's a new day. And then he read it, and that was pretty much it. So I think he just let it die. Sometimes less is more. With Visions, it's less. Less is more. He's a man of few words, which I admire. Sometimes Fears talks way too much. So Visions, I hope you accepted my apology. I really am sorry to everybody that I care about. Heroes, Richie, the good people in the Discord. I could care less about what the idiots think of me because they know what I think of them. I'm not going to apologize to them. I'm apologizing to the people that I care about. So, anyway. So, I really am sorry, to you guys. I wish Fierce was perfect. But you know what? If everybody was perfect, it'd be very boring. I try to do the best job I can, guys. I try to give the best content. I try to be happy-go-lucky, John Fears, as much as possible. But when you get to your breaking point, I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm destroying some people's lives tonight, and I went nuts. So I shouldn't have, but here we are. So anyway, I do apologize, though. Well, besides all that, besides me being extremely tired because I didn't get much sleep last night because of the event that happened last night, work was good. We knocked it out. 45,000 went quick. Because the only thing that sucks, though, is sometimes when people miss their boxes, well, obviously it goes all the way to the end of the belt. Then at the end of the belt, people have to put it on a conveyor belt. It runs all the way through the chute and then it separates and then comes back on. So we have to do all these fucking reloads. So I always do my best to not miss. I mean, every once in a while I'll miss a box here and there. But for the most part, my boss had been coming up to me like the last month or two and said, Fears, I know you started kind of rough because I had never worked in a factory before. And they said, Fears, they said, they said, can I be honest with you? And I said, yeah. I said, of course. And they said, you have improved so much. They said, your attitude. And they said, when we first met you, they said, you were kind of like, you know what, I'll just do it my own way. And I said, well, I really want to get promoted and make more money. And I said, while I'm trying to chase all my other dreams. And my boss, I can't remember exactly what he said, but he said something to the effect of, well, I totally respect you trying to, chase all your dreams. He goes, I know you like to write. I know you like to make content. And I keep my YouTube channel separate from my job. There's only one person at my work, my buddy, that doesn't want to be on camera because he's seen the fucking hellacious trolls. And he went, Fears, I love you. He goes, but I never want those idiots to find out my name. He goes, because then they'll start terrorizing me. I said, that's a good idea, buddy. I said, they're pretty psycho. And he goes, but I love your content. He goes, I'll subscribe. I'm watching your content. But I keep, from my bosses, I keep my YouTube life separate. But I've told them that I make content. And they got kind of curious. They're like, oh, what kind of content? I'm like, oh, a lot of nerd content. So things are going actually amazing at work. Amazing. I kid you guys not. My boss sent me something. He goes, I'm so proud of you, Fears. He goes, not only, he goes, I don't know where you find the energy to do all the shit you do. And I said, well, what do you mean? He goes, conventions, and then you work a long-ass shift here, especially at night. He goes, the hours are kind of grueling. I said, don't get me wrong. I said, sometimes, Fears is really tired. I said, my fans will be like, oh, Fears, you look half dead. And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I don't look it. I am half dead. I said, coffee will fix anything. And he's like, well, he goes, I just want to let you know you're doing a great job, Fears. He goes, hardly ever do you, he goes, yeah, every once in a blue moon you'll miss a box here and there, but don't sweat it. He goes, everyone misses boxes. He goes, it'll take us 2 seconds to throw it back onto the thing, and then you rescan it and then put it back in the fucking truck. And I said, yeah. But I always try and get it done the first time because I tell everybody around me, I said, hey, if we get it done lickety split fast, we'll get out of here faster. Then we don't have like 9 reload carts, and they don't have to put them back on the fucking belt. Wait 5 minutes for it to come down the fucking belt, and da 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 da. I said we can just get it, done right away. And then my boss said, well, he goes, that's why I'm saying, that's why I'm bringing up the past. He goes, I think you were still dealing with your dad's death, so you were kind of angry. I said, yeah, I didn't have a good attitude when you first met me. I said, I mean, I had an okay attitude, but I said, everyone, and he knows. You guys know, I'm sometimes my worst enemy. Fears will get in these moods. Sometimes I'm in a great mood. And that's the best version of me that I love. And I'm being dead honest with you guys. Other times I'm just like in a nah kind of mood. Like, I'm not good, I'm not bad, but yeah, whatever. Other times I'm like, don't fuck with me because I'll destroy your life. I kid you the fuck not. And that's the worst version of me. That is the worst version of me where I've literally made people cry. I'm not even kidding. The worst time, and I so regret this. I've told you guys this story. Whenever I was young, I had zero patience when I was young. Zero. And I still do hate it to this day, but I don't cause a big fuss about it anymore. I hate when you look at someone at a fast food restaurant, you say your order 2, 3, 4, 5 times, and they're like, so what do you want? And I'm like, open up your fucking ears. I just said it 5 goddamn times. Fucking listen. And then once you say it 8, 9, 10, 15 times, then the order's still messed up. Well, one time I was like 16, 17. I could not take it anymore. And I went, okay, I'm taking this bitch down. And I feel so bad about it now. I remember I actually drove back and apologized. But like after a week. That's the worst I think Fears has ever been. And I didn't know, but I guess this girl was like, she wasn't like mentally ill or anything. I think she just like did things a little slower. I felt horrible. But I laced into her. I'm like, can you not take a fucking order? I've said it goddamn 9 fucking times. I'm like, it's the simplest order in the world. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I mean, I was going ballistic. And I shouldn't have. And I said, you take a fucking bun, you put burgers on it, you take some mustard, you put some pickles, put a fucking bun on it, give me some fries, Diet Coke. That's the most simplest order ever. Fucking do. I mean, I was going ballistic. And she finally took the order. And I said, do you? I said, do you got the fucking order? And I remember it clear as day. And she goes, yeah, I've got it. And she was holding the tears back. I didn't care at that point. I was being super selfish. That's why I hate my younger self. I wish I could go back in time. I've told you guys this. Now that I'm older, and go, Fears, you're a fucking idiot. Why'd you make that girl cry, And I remember I'm eating my burger, and then I remember the manager came out, and she goes, I hope that burger was worth it. And I said, what do you mean? She goes, you've been here an hour? She goes, yeah, there's a girl, one of my employees is sobbing in the back, and she's been crying for like the past 30 minutes. So she goes, I hope you're fucking proud of yourself. And of course, me being the smart-ass teenager, I'm like, yes, I am. I said, I'm very. I said, she deserves it. I said, you can fuck off now. And she's like, wow. She goes, you've got some fucking nerve. I said, yeah. I said, I do. Damn right. I remember it clear as day. And then she goes, wow. And then she walked away. But then when it sunk in, I remember we were driving home, and even my buddy Eric, my buddy Trent said, Fears, this is a new Fears that we've never seen before. And he goes, dude, it's a fucking burger. I said, Trent, I either said it to Trent or Eric, and I said, I couldn't take it anymore. I said it 9 fucking times. It's the easiest order in the world. And I said, I just lost patience. And he went, yeah, but Fears, he goes, you went nuts on that girl. And I went, yeah, I'm like, I did. And he's like, well, you should think about not doing that anymore. And so then it sunk in. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, and then I remember the next 2 or 3 days, I remember I sat there. That's the worst version of Fears. ever. I hate that. I hate when I'm like that. I don't do it as much as an adult, but man, back in the day when I was a youngster, whoo, I hate that version of myself. I really do. I hate that version of myself. So after a week, I said, you know what, Fears? I said probably should have went back before this and apologized. So I remember I went into the McDonald's and the manager saw me from across the way, and she looked and she just went like that, and then she rolled her eyes, and I went, hang on, I'm like, I come in peace, I come in peace, and then she goes, what? And I said, can I talk to you real quick? And I sat her down and I apologized to the manager first. I said I was an absolute fucking dick. I said I really am sorry. I said I have zero patience. I said I shouldn't have took it that far. I said I really am sorry. And then she goes, well, she goes, I'll give you this. She goes, I never thought in a million years you would come back to this McDonald's. She goes, I never thought in a million years you would apologize. I said, well, I said, I'm going to apologize to that girl. I said, if I'm allowed to. I said, is she here today? And then she goes, yes, she is. She goes, I don't know if she'll want to see you, but she goes, I can tell her in the back, like, hey, he would like to apologize. And I said, well, I wanted to apologize to you first because I told you to fuck off and you're the manager. And, I said, I was way over the line. So she said, well, I appreciate your apology. She goes, I really do. I went, well, I'm like, thank you. I'm like, I really felt bad after a couple of days after thinking about it. And then she goes, I'll see if she wants to come out. And then she did come out. And she goes, I'm really sorry about messing up your burger. I said, first of all, I said, stop right there. I said, in the end, it's just a burger. I said, I shouldn't have went that far. I said, you don't have to apologize. I said, I should be the one apologizing. I said, I went way too far. I said, I never intended to make you cry. I said, I had just lost patience after the ninth time, but I said, anyway, I said, it's no excuse. I'm sorry that you cried. I said, and I'm sorry to you. And I said, I'm sorry about the whole situation, and it'll never happen again. And since that day, I've never gotten mad at another, like restaurant person or fast food, person. So I definitely learned my lesson on that one. But there's a difference between getting mad at trolls, because I know, like, the difference is that girl didn't intend to make me mad. She was just trying to do her job, and she just messed up a couple times, and that should have been it. They are determined to make the trolls are determined to make my life miserable. They don't care about me. They don't. I'll be honest. All they care about is making people's lives miserable. They don't care about you guys. They don't even care about my content. I mean, over the years, I've seen their comments. Oh, Fears, you're cringe. You're this. Hey, Fears. I don't know how many times I've gotten death threats. Fears, die. We're glad your dad's dead. That Matt Man's minions. They say that all the time on TikTok. It's really disgusting. Trolls are fucking disgusting, and that's why I try to stay away from all that stuff. It's the internet, though. They think they can get away with it. And I think what they hate is that I don't put up with it. I'm like, you want to start some shit? Guess what? Fears, I'm ready for a good fight. Let's go, But that's what they want. That's what they want. And I try not to give them a reaction. But sometimes I'm just like, you know what? All right, you want to fight? Let's fight. Let's do it. Because I'm not afraid of them, But that's how they suck you in. They're like, all right, now we've got him sucked in. Let's unleash a holy force on them, So, anyway. I hate it when I'm like that. So, yeah. So, anyway, that's enough talking about that. I really just wanted to fully explain myself. Because I'm being honest, guys, I didn't get much sleep last night. That's why I look half dead today. Literally, right before the stream, I was like, oh, God, I'm like, that's why I waited and did a late stream, like around 7, because I had a little bit of a nap. So I went out and did all my errands, came back, had a nap, but even still, Fears is working on zero sleep because I thought about it all. I just kept it to myself. I didn't tell anybody at work what happened. As I was doing my boxes, I was just thinking about it all last night. I was like, God, I really wish that wouldn't have happened last night. I've never seen Visions he didn't get pissed. He just got a little perturbed. And I was like, well, I don't want me and Visions. I said, me and Visions have became really good friends, I love talking movies with Visions. You know, even the trolls, like they make fun of me and Visions. Like, hey, Fierce, what is Visions? Your little butt buddy friend that you guys are in love? I'm like, no, we're not in love. We're just good buddies. You know, we're just good buddies. You know. I love talking horror movies with him. I can't wait to check out some Goonie locations with him. You know, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be an amazing trip. So that's why I was like, Visions, I'm really sorry. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh wow, he's getting. I said, you know, when Fears took it a little too far, nothing phases Visions. He's like the most happiest go, luckiest go guy ever. Chill guy, going with the flow, and then he finally had to put his foot down. He's like, Fears, I'm sick of this shit. And I was like, oh wow, fuck me. It took me back a little bit, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I needed a good kick in the ass. I probably did. So anyway, but I am sorry. I'm not sorry to the trolls, but I'm sorry to all you guys. All the people that I love and care about. Because you guys care about. The loving and loyal fans. Visions gives a damn about Fears. He wants me to succeed. We like talking about horror movies. He cares. Heroes cares. God does Heroes care. I'd say the people, the main people. I mean, all my loving and loyal fans care about me. But the main people that really care about me and want me to just succeed. Because I know Mercenary Man and Tyler, they don't care. They don't want me to succeed. They can't wait till the Fears crashes and burns. I know Quentin does too, but that's okay. Um, like the dude actually wants me to succeed. I know me and him have had our struggles, but he actually said, Fears, I actually do like you. You're actually an okay guy. You're cool. I want you to succeed. I'm like, oh wow. I'm like, I really appreciate that, the dude. Heroes says it all the time. Visions, again, he's a man of few words, but when he does say stuff, he's like, "Oh yeah, Fears, I definitely want you to succeed," and you know, I love that we're friends and stuff and all that. I said, "Me too, buddy." You know, I'm like, you know, and Richie from day one has been like, Fears, you know, you're gonna go far, you're gonna go far, and I'm like, I appreciate that, Richie. Randall definitely is one of the persons that loves and cares about me and always is giving me advice and support and wisdom. Sam is another one too. You know, Pixel too. I'd say like the big like main guys that like love and care about me and want to see me succeed is Pixel, Visions, Heroes, Richie, Sam, Randy, and then all my Missouri buddies, Trent, Eric, Tommy, all those guys. You know, and I really care about each one of their friendships. So if I lost Visions as a friend, I would be devastated. You know, so Visions, I really am sorry. So I hope he's watching. So I really am sorry. I tried to send him. I sent him a message, and said that I'm live. I don't know. He's either working or I don't know. Maybe he doesn't want to watch today because I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he's still upset or I hope he's not still upset, but it could be a possibility. I hope not. I mean, we did talk last night, so I don't think he's upset anymore, but I could be wrong. I'll write him another message and say I'm live. So I am live. Come and hang out if you would like. I understand Visions if you can't hang out right now because I know he works a lot. There we are. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right. Well, I think you guys understand where I'm coming from. I just wanted to spend a good while on that. Not too long, but a good while on that. I just wanted to fully explain myself. Now we can get to all the good stuff. All right, here we go. So anyway, like I was saying, work was great. I was really taken back. My boss came up to me. I was trying to get to that story, and then I led into another story, so I apologize. I'll try to hone back the story. He went, Fears, from where you started. He goes, and I understand why Fears you didn't have a good attitude. He goes, your dad had just passed away, and then you have to start a new job. And I said, yeah. I said, I just really wasn't in a good point in my life. And he goes, has things gotten better? And I said, well, I said, you don't ever get over your dad dying. But I said, yeah, I call my mom, twice a week, make sure she's doing all right. I said, I said my fans care about me, and I said I care about my mental health, and I said I just try to focus on work and my content and getting back in shape because I ate my feelings. He goes, oh yeah, Fierce. When you joined, he goes, you were not in that good of shape. I said, yeah. I said, remember all the breaks I had to take because I was so fat? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, I remember. He goes, but now he goes, you hardly take breaks. I said, he goes, yeah, you may stop for a water break every once in a while, but he goes, I just want to let you know, Fears. One, he goes, congratulations on the weight loss because I have lost a lot of weight because you sweat a lot in that factory. They have some AC, but not much. They have these massive fucking fans, and literally the company that makes them, it's called Big Ass Fans. That's the company name, and they're massive fans, and they have a bunch of them in the factory. And when all those fans are on, it feels like there's AC in there, but really there's not a lot of AC in there, if any. I don't know why the company doesn't pop for AC. Maybe it's too expensive to have AC in the factory. I have no idea. But he went, Fears. He goes, I've talked to your other manager. He goes, you're doing great. He goes, from where you started to now. I said, what was really getting me frustrated was I said, I've never worked in a factory, and I said I get this from my dad. I said anything that I do, I don't half-ass, and I said I was really confused on where you scan, how you put it in, because it's a whole process that you have to do. And if you get something wrong, then the drivers, the FedEx drivers, they get pissed off, you know, because they're like, why can't you fucking do this? And da 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 da. And then I would look at him and go, look, I'm still kind of new. Can you not like yell and scream and go fucking ballistic on me? And so basically, what you do is it comes down the belt. Let's say this is a box, right? So in the left or right hand corner, there's always a sticker. And let's say I have truck number 302. On one side, you have to put all of the even boxes, and on the other side, you put all of the odd boxes in the truck. So on one side, it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and then on the other side, it's 2, 4, 6, 8. Because it doesn't go up to 10, it just goes up to 1 through 9. So a box will come down and it says this number. So let's say you have truck 302. It'll say 302 box 321. And I'm like, oh, okay, so you put it on that side. Then the next one. And so you have to scan it, grab it, and then they always want, let's say this is the box. Let's say the sticker's on the bottom. You have to scan the box, grab the sticker, put it into the place, and then they always want the sticker going front. Well, sometimes the belt starts going really fast, and if you miss a sticker, then they bitch at you, and so you have to be quick. So I've learned to quickly do it. I mean, I grab it, ding, race in, grab the sticker, and sometimes I've accidentally ripped the sticker in half, and then I've had to place the sticker in two pieces on the box, and then you race out. So you can't waste any time. Every once in a while, we'll get breaks. Like sometimes the chute gets jammed, or sometimes, sometimes. I mean, there's a million cameras in there, so sometimes if the corporate people are watching the belt, so sometimes they cut us some slack. Like they need a water break, so they'll slow the belt down, or sometimes they stop the belt, and then anyone on the floor can stop the belt. Like let's say there's a little rip cord on the side of the belt. So let's say you're having a hard time, because some of those boxes are super fucking heavy, super heavy. So let's say you need like a team lift to put it into the thing. You can pull the rip cord, it stops the belt. Then someone's like, "Hey, can I get a team lift?" You grab it, pull it off, and then whenever you're ready, you push this little black button on the side of the belt, and then it starts up again. So it was really nice to hear my boss say, "Fears, you're doing a phenomenal job." He goes, Your speed has increased. He goes, you used to be like kind of slow, He goes, because he goes, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. He goes, I think the reason why you were slow is because you were so overweight. I said, you're right. I said, yeah. I said I was kind of lazy, and I said I ate my feelings whenever my dad passed away, and I said I'm still a tiny bit overweight, but I said when I started I was so fat. So, but I've gotten a lot of weight off. I haven't got it all off. I'm still working on it, but He said, "Well, I just wanted to come by and tell you that you're doing a phenomenal job." He goes, "Your female manager said the same thing. She's on vacation right now, but he came up to me the last night and the other night and said, well, before she went on vacation, she said, hey, tell John the same thing that you're going to tell him. You know, you've gotten better at this, you've gotten better at that, because they always do. I don't know what they call it. They I guess the correct word is surveys. They survey each employee from where they started till now, and they said, yeah, every once in a while we like to check up on the employees. Are you still happy here? Do you still like working here? Here's where you've improved. Here's where you still need to improve. And but he said, for the most part, Fears, he goes, I like the positive energy. He goes, way better than the energy that you started with. And he goes, I like that your speed has increased, on the boxes. He goes, anytime you load a truck, everything's clean, neat, symmetrical. He goes, boxes are not thrown everywhere. It's not a fucking mess and shit. I said, one, I don't live in filth. I said, so two, the driver doesn't want to do his job in filth. And I said, I know whenever I leave, the driver has to do their job. So I said I would be a fucking dick if I just threw boxes fucking everywhere. And then he has to like kind of fucking jumble through all that, trying to find a box, to put it to someone's doorstep. Plus, I said, that's someone's package. Why would I throw it and destroy their package? I said, again, I would be a dick if I just threw packages around. So he's like, well, he goes, keep up the good work, Fears. So I was like, oh, thanks. So that was really nice to hear. So yeah. I know that took a long time just to say that, but we all know Fears likes to tell stories, so it's a true story. I'm not telling a tall tale. It's just a very detailed story. Anyway, that was nice to hear, though. So, big shout out to all the fans. Let's see. Oh, I forgot to read this. J-Man says, I'm saving up money for a lightsaber. Oh, that's what's up. Fuck yeah, man. Yeah, but what kind of lightsaber, J-Man? I don't know if you're still here. Are you going to be on the light side? And get a blue or a green lightsaber? Or are you going to go on the dark side? Lord Vader or the fucking Emperor, man? Are you going to get a red lightsaber? That's the better question. Me, I don't really care what side I'm on, just as long as I get a lightsaber. Because Fears does like kind of chilling on the dark side sometimes, but then also, I love Darth Vader. Fuck the Emperor. The Emperor is such a skinny, worthless bastard. But it's all about Darth Vader. Lord Vader? Well, then sometimes I'm like, yeah, right on. Han Solo with his fucking blaster. Right on. Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker's like, hey, Vader, I'm going to fuck you up, motherfucker. There it is. Let me refresh the chat. It is getting kind of late. I don't know. That's probably why not a lot of people are chatting. Anyway. All right. There we are. Well, I appreciate you guys coming out. All right. So, time for the haul. So, it's not a big haul because, like I said, I'm saving my money. I'm on a budget. But the trip is coming up, and I cannot wait for the trip. Haven't seen Grandma Fears in a while. Haven't seen my brother. Have not seen Enzo. I cannot wait to go nuts in the yard and play with Enzo with his Frisbee. He loves his fucking Frisbee. My mom said we're going to have to buy him some new toys because he absolutely chewed the shit out of it. And I said, is there any toys left, Mom? And my mom's like, his Frisbee. He goes, for some reason, he doesn't chew the shit out of that. I said, probably because it's his favorite toy, Mom, and he knows that if he chews the shit out of it, then it'll be destroyed. He goes, but all the other toys he doesn't care about, so he'll just chew the shit out of it. And my mom's like, yeah, you're probably right, John. And I said, I know I'm right. I'm like, that's why he doesn't chew that one, because he loves his Frisbee. But I said, don't worry, Mom. I said, when I come into town, I said, we'll get him some new toys. So, yeah. All right, time for the haul. Here we go. Well, first of all, I want to show you guys what I got from the library. I'm always trying to watch new things and learn new things. I do like to read. I really do like to read, and I like to watch movies more though. But whenever I can, I just finished that documentary about the Tampa beer. Good documentary. I thought about doing a review on it tonight, but it was due back in the library. And I said, I'll just tell the fans about it. Watched it. Good. I cannot wait to go to Tampa. The next time I'm in Tampa, I'm going to try to find that beer that was in the documentary. And the way they made the beer, ooh, it looked good. It looked good, man. So I'm definitely gonna try to find the beer. I don't remember the name of it, but I remember the look. I remember the look of the bottle, so I'll know what it looks like. I just forgot the name of it. Classic Fears memory, but I know what the bottle looks like. It comes in a blue can, and then it comes in a big blue bottle. You know, if you buy a big case of it. So, oh, excuse me. I'll look out for it, and I'll try to get it on camera when I taste their beer, because the way they made that beer in that documentary, damn, it looked really good. It looked really good. Anyway, so I'm at the library, and I turned to Ann. She goes, "Oh, we just got in some new documentaries. We just got in some new stuff." I'm like, "Cool." I'm like, "I'll definitely check it out." So I've been wanting to watch this show. I don't remember. Someone told me. Somebody from the community told me about this show. You guys know I'm a big fan of Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Maybe Pixel told me about it. Maybe. I can't remember. But I said, well, do you guys have the first season? They said, we do. So Fear's going to start watching some Young Rock. If I like it enough, I think there's only 2 seasons out so far. If I like season 1, I'm going to rent season 2 from the library. And if I like them both, then I'm going to probably get both seasons on Blu-ray. So, yeah. So, because I admire The Rock. Not only he's a smart guy, I mean, he's an all-around good guy. He donates a lot of his money from his movies to his family, his church. I mean, obviously he keeps some of it, because it would be stupid to, give away all your money. But he keeps some, but he donates a lot to charities. I would probably do the same thing if I was famous. I know for a fact I would donate some of the money to my mom and my whole family. Definitely some to the church, because I love my church family. And then some charities that I really hold in my heart. And you guys know which charities I always donate to. I always donate money to the Salvation Army, because whenever I was a Boy Scout, I donated a lot of money to the Soda and helped out the Salvation Army. And I think that's a very important charity. And then obviously, I want to be a dad someday, and I cannot stand to see kids in pain. Like that Make-A-Wish Foundation. Well, the reason why they're getting their wish is for 2 reasons. 1, they're not going to make it, which is unfortunate. Or 2, they just went through pure absolute hell, and they finally got over the disease of whatever it was, and then to honor them, they're like, well, you just went through pure hell, and you fought off the leukemia, you fought off the cancer, so to surprise you, we're going to give you a gift. Well, you know what? Those kids should not have to go through all that bullshit to begin with. I could say the same thing about my dad. My dad shouldn't have went through all that. I hope one day they find a cure for cancer, man. I really do, because I've said this many times. Cancer eats away at you a little piece at a time, and it's bullshit. So, yeah. So, I decided to get this. So, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to watch it. I may watch an episode or 2 of it tonight, but I'm really going to watch. Visions has been asking me about the fucking blood trails. So, Visions, I think tonight I'm going to watch Easter Bunny Massacre. Fucking blood trails. We'll see what this is all about. I just picture a little fucking bunny, like just hopping, Peter Cottontail, hopping down the fucking bloody trail, and then he gets all pissed off. Oh, what? You're trying to steal my fucking Easter eggs? Well, fuck you, pal. And then he pulls out a knife or a dagger. That's what it looked like on the fucking back of the DVD cover. And he's like, oh, what? You want to steal my Easter eggs, motherfucker? Well, check this out. Goong! And like fucking shoves a knife through someone's head or something. So I cannot wait to watch this. I'm going to fucking lose my mind. It's going to be great. Visions, I'll probably review it tomorrow or Sunday. So we'll see. We'll see. So I got this. And then you guys know, ever since you guys have met me, no, because some of the trolls think I stole this from Tommy NC 2010. No, even before I met Tommy NC 2010, I was interested in the Titanic. So anytime they get a new documentary in about the Titanic, I always get. So they got it. I don't think this is a new one. This is an older one, but it's new to me. I've never seen this one, so I cannot wait to watch this. So it says Titanic, the definitive documentary collection. It's got echoes of the Titanic, Titanic Remembered, stories of Captain Smith and the Titanic, the end of an era for the Titanic, interviews from the Titanic survivors, bonus behind the scene, and then actual historical footage from 1912 before the maiden voyage took off. So I've never seen any vintage footage because I know they filmed some passengers getting on. Then there's that famous shot of like the dad playing with a ball with his son. Like it was this little British toy where you wind it up and you take the ball and you wind it up and you throw it on the ground and then it spins around. And they actually put that in the film. So I guess somebody was like with a video camera or a vintage video camera back then filming all the preparation. And then there's no footage. So there's only footage of them loading the ship, passengers walking around waiting for the ship to take off. And then after that, I don't know why anyone didn't film anything while the ship was in motion. So, yeah. So, I'm really looking forward to watching this. And then, I've already seen this movie, but it's been like 9 or 10 years since I've seen this movie. And I decided to watch it again. Michael Douglas, this movie is so good. If you guys have never seen this movie, it's so fucking good. This movie is amazing. Falling Down. So I need to get this in my collection, but I don't have it yet. But I've seen it tons of times. But I got these right away. And then I was like, you know what? I'm like, I'll grab another one. So this is good. If you guys have never seen this, oh my lord, it is so good. So good. Anyway, all right. So that's what I got from the library. All right, here's what I got. Here's. I guess I'll start with the. Let's see. Should I start with the? Yeah, I'll start with Goodwill. So sometimes at Goodwill, it's a hit or a miss. Today, it was kind of slim pickings. Normally, if the Blu-rays are a rockin', normally I'll walk out of there with like 9, 10. You guys have seen the past hauls. Normally I roll out of there with like 8 or 9, movies. I walked out with 3 movies today, but they're good. They're good. I've never seen these 3. I've heard about them. I try to get movies either to replace my DVDs or I get movies that I've never seen before and add it in. So the first one, I've heard about this, but I've never seen it. It's a romantic comedy, and I love Bill Hader. I think that's how you say his name, from SNL. He is fucking hysterical. That guy's I love his. He used to do like imitations of like Wookiee, of Chewie and other Wookiees on Saturday Night Live. He's just a funny motherfucker. So he was funny in. He played Colonel Custard in Night at the Museum. He was fucking hilarious in that. So yeah, Trainwreck. And then how do you say her name? Amy. What the fuck's her name? Oh god, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. Amy Schumer. The dude's probably met her because God, who hasn't the dude met when he was working in Hollywood? I'm not making fun of him. The dude met fucking everybody. I'd be like, I remember when he worked in Hollywood, I was like, hey dude, I'm like, did you ever meet? He's like, oh yeah, beers. He goes, I hung out with him. We had beers. I'm like, you had fucking beers with that guy? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, he visited the set one day and I had fucking beers with him. I was like, oh wow, that's fucking cool. He's probably met Amy Schumer or however you say her name. It would not put it past me if the dude had met, Bill Hader. Hopefully that's or Hatter, or however you say his last name. But it looked pretty cool. I read the back and I was like, this is probably a really funny romantic comedy. I don't know if it's a romantic comedy, but I know it's a comedy, and I had heard of it, but I'd never seen it, so I thought I'll give it a go. And then you guys know how big of a Disney fan I am. It's one of my favorite rides at Disney. It's not my favorite ride, but it's one of my favorite. I didn't know they made a movie about it, but Fears finally got it. So I don't know if I'm going to like it or not because it's basically them taking a classic ride and making a whole movie about it. So, no, it's not the Haunted Mansion. I've got that movie already over there. It's Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland. So, when you're in the futuristic part of Disney World, there's these blue little, I don't know what you call them, there's these blue little carts that you ride around, and they call the futuristic area of the park Tomorrowland. So, yeah. So they decided to make a whole movie about it, and I was kind of taken back. I was like, they took a fucking ride in a fucking area in the park. It's not really a ride, it's an area. It's all the futuristic shit in Disney World. And there's rides inside of Tomorrowland. So basically, it's a combination. They took every single ride from the description in the back. They took every single ride in Tomorrowland and then the area of Tomorrowland and made it into a movie. And I thought that could be kind of cool. Because I really did like the Haunted Mansion movie with Eddie Murphy, because the Haunted Mansion is one of my favorite rides at Disney World. I'd say my favorite ride of all time. It's a split between these two. I honestly cannot pick because they're this fucking good. I love Tower of Terror. That's my first favorite. And then I absolutely love the dinosaur time travel ride at Animal Kingdom. And it's called Dinosaur. I fucking love that ride. They better not take that ride out of there. They better not take Tower of Terror out of there ever. Those two are fucking amazing. So hopefully it's good. If it's not, Fears only spent $1 on it, you know. And then I've never heard of this movie. This third one. It's got Russell Crowe in it. He's a great British actor. I've never heard of this movie, but I watched. I read the back cover and I was like, okay, this sounds pretty cool. I'm like, Fears could probably definitely get into this movie. So hopefully I'll like it, but let me know if you guys have ever heard of this movie. The next 3 days. The next 3 days. So, again, I read the back, and it's got a shitload of bonus features. So, I hope it's good. I really hope it's good. There we are. And then here's the goodwill portion of it. Heroes, I couldn't contain myself the minute I saw this Blu-ray. I was like, oh, I didn't even know it was out yet. Thank God it's out. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, yeah. Finally. Finally. The Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is in the collection. It's a fucking Mario. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Great fucking movie. Watched it with Heroes. Vlogged about it with Heroes. Uploaded content about it on Heroes' channel and my channel. It's a fucking Mario. Mario and fucking Luigi. The best scene is their commercial, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. But I saw it and I was like, it was like way off into the distance. It was like glowing. It was like, come buy me, Fears. Come buy me. And I'm like, I will fucking buy you. Yes, you will go on the shelf forever in the collection. That's right. Who's your guys' favorite character? I mean, I love Mario. Mario's my all-time favorite. I know Hero's all-time favorite is Luigi. But if I had to pick 3 characters out of this, Bowser's all right, but it would go in this order. Mario, Toad, and then Luigi. And then, of course, Princess Toadstool. She's always a fucking babe, you know. She's a babe. All right. So, there it is. Okay. And then, last but not least, I know I'm probably going to get crucified for this. I've heard of these movies, but I've never seen not one frame of these movies. But they came in a combo set. And I thought, you know what? I like action movies. What the hell? You guys can probably already figure out what it is. It's got Arnold in it. It's got Sly in it. It's got a bunch of action heroes in it. Again, I've heard of these movies. I've just never seen a single frame. But now I own all three of them. Expendables. So hopefully they're good. Hopefully they're good. They came in a combo set. Tons of bonus features. So we'll have to give it a go. We'll have to give it a go. But I'm hoping for good things. I've never seen a single frame of it. I've heard of the Expendables, but I've never I've never watched them until now. So again, pretty good haul. So I got bada bing, bada boom, bada bing, bada boom, 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 boom. So one, two, three, four. So five movies. Well, technically, with these, eight movies with all three of these. So eight movies. Not too bad. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. So it hasn't been the biggest haul in the world, but it's a pretty good haul. Yo, Pretend Stories, what's up? He says, yes, I love the headphones, great audio. What's good? Um, we're doing good. I'll be honest, Pretend Stories. I was kind of telling everybody about what happened last night, so that part of the stream I just wanted to get over and done with. And I apologize to all the loving and loyal fans. I apologize to Visions, and I apologize to the dude, and I apologize to Heroes. But all the other trolls, they can go fuck themselves. But yeah, I should have never took it that far. And you know what's funny? Pretend Stories is sometimes I remember the headphones, and other times I don't. Obviously, I want the best quality, and I want the best footage, and I want the best show for you guys. But sometimes I'm just so eager. I make my coffee, and then I'm like, ah. So sometimes I either forget to plug in the headphones. Other times I'm like, fuck the headphones. I'm ready to go live. Boom, and I'll just start the live. I probably should always do the headphones from now on because it's way better audio for you guys, And you guys can, not that you can't hear me, clear without the headphones. I'm just saying it's probably a lot better with the headphones, you know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, heroes, I got the fucking shirt on. I don't know if Visions is gonna make an appearance. I hope he does. I hope he's not still mad at me. I really hope not. But if he is, I understand. I hope he's probably just working, but I hope he stops by. Let me check Instagram. He probably hasn't seen my message. I know Visions always tries to make it, but sometimes he doesn't. So, but I get it. People get busy with life and work and shit. Okay, so he read it. He did read it. So he read it about 15 minutes ago. So maybe he'll be here, or maybe he's just working and maybe he's watching from the shadows. I know Visions does that sometimes. So Visions, if you are watching and listening, say hi in the chat. Let me know. Let me know. But anyway, we're having a good time. We're just chilling. Just a chill Friday night. He may be busy running a company. That's what I'm saying. Pretend stories. I said sometimes he'll show up and say hi, and other times he'll just turn on this. He'll just turn on the stream, and then while he's doing his prints or making his t-shirts or his pins or whatever he's working on, he'll just listen from the shadows, which is fine. But I hope he gets some time to come in and say hello. Excuse me, someone just sent me a message. I'm gonna see if Visions is watching. I said you watching the stream. Again, he could be busy. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, okay. My friend on my old high school friend wrote me on Instagram. Can't wait to see you when you come into town. Oh well, I can't wait to see you when I come into town. I will message them later. All right. Anyway, pretend stories. I hope you're having a good night. I hope you're having a really good night. So pretend stories. I know you just got here, so I will show you real quick the haul. So, bam. Not one, not two, but all three. Train wreck. It's a me. It's a Mario. Woohoo! Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, it's finally in the collection. That's right. That's right, motherfuckers. That's right. And then I've never heard of this movie up until today. Pretend stories. Let me know if you've seen this movie. But I read the back cover and it sounds really interesting. Bam! The next 3 days. It looked like a psychological action thriller, and I was like, "Oh, that sounds cool." I'm like, you know what? For $1, I'll give it a whirl. And then I had no idea that Disney made this movie, so I'm hoping it's good. Tomorrowland. I just love how they took an area out of their park and they're like, you know what? That'll make a good movie. Let's hope it actually makes a good movie. So yeah. All right. Let's see. What's next? What's next? Well, let's review Fears' favorite movie. Oh my lord. I mean, what else can Fears say about this movie? I watched it yesterday for Ghostbuster Day. I hope everybody had a good Ghostbuster Day yesterday. Despite the little thing on the Discord, it was a pretty good Ghostbuster Day. It was a pretty good Ghostbuster Day. Fears watched it before work. I mean, Slimer was a rockin'. You know, he's slimy as always. Stay Puft going fucking ballistic, destroying buildings, walking down, Manhattan, going ballistic. The firehouse looks better than ever. The Ecto one is always a rockin'. So I'll do a quick review. Fears saw it when I was very young. I fell in love with the movie. When I die, this exact Blu-ray is going with me. Oh yes, this exact one. In the coffin, probably Fears will be holding it in my coffin, or they'll put it on the side, just as long as I get it in there. Because when I go to heaven, I'm going to pull this bad boy out. Me, good old Grandpa Fears, my dad, Jesus and God, pop this Blu-ray in and fucking watch it, and it's going to be bloody spectacular. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit, and then stuff's flying out of it. Give me 1 second. Pretend Story says, good haul, nice pull, buddy. So that was a pretty good haul. Again, it's not the biggest haul in the world, but it was pretty good. So that would be my review. If you've never seen it, where the hell have you been? Watch it. Best scene out of the whole film. It's hard, but I can narrow it down to probably 3. When Dan Aykroyd explains how the containment unit works, that's one of my favorite scenes. Open, unlock the system. You got your entry grid, neutralize your field. When the trap is green, when the light is green, the trap is clean. The ghost is incarcerated here in our custom-made storage facility. Boy, is that a fucking mouthful. But Dan Aykroyd is good at those long-ass fucking detailed monologues. So, Dan Aykroyd, you're the fucking man. Plus, you make great fucking vodka. Fears loves your fucking vodka. Big fan. Oh, yeah. I would die a happy man if I got to meet. I've yet to meet Dan Aykroyd, but not only meet him, give him a hug, take a photo with him, be like, Dan, I have to do a shot of Crystal Head vodka with you. I would pour him one. I'd pour me one, and I'd be like, hey, let's get drunk, motherfucker. Oh yeah, gung 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 gung. It wouldn't just be one shot. It would be shot after shot after shot after shot. Chilling with Dan Aykroyd, and then to top it off, a great drunk interview with Dan Aykroyd. Oh, fuck yeah. Fears would be in his element. That's right. Oh, yeah. So if you've never seen it, watch it. Where the hell have you been? Watch it, enjoy it, embrace it, and love it. You can't just force Ghostbusters on someone. You have to embrace it. You have to love it. You have to cherish it. You have to just... It just has to consume your whole body that is fucking Ghostbusters. So take Fears' advice, watch it, love it, do it. Now! That's right. Alright. I'm getting a little hungry because I haven't had dinner yet. So I'm going to end the stream with Fears' best memories since I've moved to Florida. I'm gonna try to narrow it down to a top five. I know there's many memories, but I'd say one of the first ones was I hadn't hung out with Randall since film school. Randall found out that I moved down here because I told him. He was watching the vlogs and said, "Fears, when you get down here, we've got to hang out." He goes, because we've kept in touch on the phone and and on the computer for so long. He goes, and I haven't seen you since I sat next to you at our senior graduation of college. I said, yeah, I know, buddy. I said, it's been a minute. I said, it's been a minute. And he goes, well, we got to hang out. So probably the very first hangout when I first got down here with Randall. That's probably one of my fondest memories since I've moved down here. Memory number two, even though me and Casey didn't work out, I have very fond memories of meeting her, hanging out, because even though it didn't work out, we had some great legendary times together. So I would say number two, any time I hung out with Casey, because despite all of our despite her little flaws and my little flaws and all of our arguments, she is actually a wonderful person, and I'm honored to be her friend, and I wish her the best of luck. So I would say number two would be all the hangouts that we got to do when we did date. I'm still waiting to hang out. She's a busy lady. I doubt we'll ever hang out again, but she keeps saying that we should hang out the next time she comes back into town to visit her family. And my go-to line is always, yeah, text me. You've got my number still. Text me. And I follow you on social. She follows me on social media. I follow her on social media. I said, yeah, the next time you're in town, text me. We'll go out to lunch. I doubt it'll ever happen. Because again, one of her worst flaws is she procrastinates a lot. But we'll see. We'll see. So I always tell her, yeah, shoot me a text. I'd love to hang out. So I would like to hang out with her again. But yeah, I'd say number two. That's number two. Any hangout with her, we have great memories together. We do. We really do. Number three, probably LC's Christmas party. I mean, that's up there. That Christmas party was legendary. Getting the boot, getting drunk with LC, meeting his wonderful family, because he has a wonderful family. Wonderful family. Hey, Joy Boy, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Joy Boy? Good to see you. Good to see you, my friend. And we're almost about to end the stream, but I'm glad that you made it for the last couple of minutes. You made it for the last topic. The last topic, since you just got here, I'll give you a review, Joy Boy. A quick review. I talked about what happened last night in the Discord. It's water under the bridge. I'm not going to bring it up again. I apologize to none of the trolls, but I apologize to all the people that I think deserved an apology. LC, Visions, all my friends and fans in LC's Discord. Then I did the haul. I did I do a weekly haul. I do a weekly haul. Bam, bam, bam. I'm watching this tonight. I'll probably watch this tonight and the fucking blood trails tonight. The blood trails of the Easter Bunny Massacre. Oh, Lord, what have I got myself into? The fucking blood trails. Trainwreck and Expendables 1 through 3. Again, I've heard of these. I've just never seen a single frame of them. But my friends say they're pretty good action flicks, so I actually can't wait to watch these. So, yeah. And then the last topic, I was just getting into it, Joy Boy, right when you came in. What is Fears is, I'm trying to do like my top 5 greatest memories since I've moved down to Florida. And I said the first one was I hadn't seen Randall since college, and now that Randall's lived down here longer than I have. Randall's lived down here. He lived alone down here for I think 3 or 4 years, and then when his mom got sick, total, he's lived with his mom, lived with his mom, but now he lives with his mom and takes care of his mom. I think he's been down here 12 years. It's either 11 years or 12 years. So my first great memory was getting to hang out with Randall after so many years after film school. that first hangout was epic. And then I said my second memory, even though it didn't work out, anytime I got to hang out with Casey, because despite her flaws, despite my flaws, we had some great times together, and I'm still honored to be her friend, and she is a wonderful person, and she's very sweet, and I wish her the best of luck in everything that she does. That's number two. Number three, I said, was probably Elsie's Christmas party. That thing was going ballistic. That was epic. That was epic. The fourth one, Joy Boy and everybody, probably when I got my job at Disney. And it sucks. I would still be there if it wouldn't be for fucking COVID. But when I did work at Disney, it was a bloody fantastic time. And probably the fifth one, probably going to the beach for the first time in years. And the first two times I went once by myself before I started dating Casey, and then I went another time when me and Casey did go to the beach together. Because when I moved down here, even before I hung out with Randall, I hightailed it to the beach because I hadn't been to the beach since like 2005 when I came down to visit with my buddy Eric. Because my buddy Eric used to live down here and work. He worked for Disney for, oh God, what was it, 12 years, 13 years, something like that. So yeah. So I'd say those are my top five memories. The longer I live down here, I'm sure we'll be adding some memories to the list. So yeah. A new memory that I would absolutely love to have would be meet a new girl and get married and get some kids a rockin', and get a nice house and the white picket fence and the whole 9 yards. It's not for a lack of trying, guys. Fears is trying his damnedest. Every week I put new pictures on the dating apps. I check in on the dating apps. I don't know what girls today want. I am so goddamn rusty when it comes to women. And the thing that scares me is when I actually do get a date, I'm so rusty. It's been a long time since I've had a conversation with a girl. Because it's different when I have girls that are friends. That's different. It's different talking to a girl that's just a friend. I talk to all my old high school friends that are girls and guys all the time. All the girls that I met in college, we're still good friends and all that crap. So that's different. But whenever you're actually interested in a girl and you're on a date or you're on a hangout and you're talking to them, I'm going to be so nervous and so rusty. Fingers crossed. Wish me luck. So yeah. But we'll see. Like I said, the more I live down here, I love living down here. The only time I don't like living down here was like today. Today was, oh my God, it was a scorcher, guys. Before it started raining for 3.5 hours. Is it still raining out? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, it's still raining. I can hear it. Well, it's not pouring down, but I can still hear it drizzling. I can still hear it drizzling out there. It rained hard. It rained hard for about 3 hours today. But before the rain came out, like when I was out and about doing my Goodwill haul, and I got my tires rotated today, I had lunch. I hadn't been to where did I have lunch? Panda Express. I hadn't had Panda Express in months. So I got some. I didn't get their whole plate because I'm trying to lose weight. I just got their little tiny bowl. You can get like one entree. I'm sorry, one meat and one. You get noodles or rice. I got their chow mein, like noodles. I love their chow mein. It's fucking spectacular. It's so good. Anyway, so yeah, but yeah, but it's always a joy. But anyway, it sucks when it gets really hot. So before I got home, took a shower, got some breakfast, and then I look at the thermostat, and then I check my weather app to confirm it. On the thermostat read 98, and then on my weather app, it was only off by 1 point. On my weather app, it said 99. I was like, holy fucking shit. So it was nuts. It was nuts. So from getting out of my car, walking into Goodwill, I was dripping with sweat. Oh, my Lord. It was pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. Joy Boy says, hey, look, I think everybody wants the best for you. I'm going to disagree on that, Joy Boy. Most people want good things for me. I guarantee you, I'd bet money on it. The trolls do not give a damn about me whatsoever. They want me to fail. They love it when they provoke me. They don't give a shit about me. They don't give a shit about you. They're evil, disgusting creatures. They really are. I don't have any sympathy for them. I think they're the most sickest people in the world. They're the weirdest fucking people. Oh yeah, man, we love to provoke people on camera or off camera on the internet. Yeah, we'll really get. It's not just me. They love like getting Sega pissed off. They loved getting Carrie pissed off. They're weird fucking people. So I'd say those people don't want the best for me. But most of the community, my loving and loyal fans for sure, want the best for me, and I want the best for my loving and loyal fans. People like Visions care about me, Pixel, uh, all the main guys, all the main core guys. The dude definitely wants something, because we've hashed it out. Me and him, we've talked, and he actually has said, so I know for a fact, the dude's like fierce, even though we've like argued and shit in the past. He goes, I think you're a good guy. I definitely want the best for you. And I'm like, oh, thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I said, the same. I want the best for you too. You know. So mostly everybody in the community wants the best for me, but there's like Quentin. Quentin could care less if I lived or died, and I'm the same way. I could care less if Quentin lived or died. I could care less if he had good things coming to him or bad things. Because I do not like that guy whatsoever. I don't like Mercenary Man whatsoever. I don't like Tyler. They like to push buttons. They like to cross lines all the time. They don't give a shit about me, but it's okay. I don't give a shit about them. Any of those three guys. There's other haters out there, but they're three of the big ones. I could care less. So yeah. So that's why I had to stop you, Joy Boy. But like I said, I do agree. I do agree with some of it. Mostly everybody cares about me, and mostly everybody wants the best for me. And I thank those people that do want the best for me, and I appreciate all their love and their support, and their blessings and their prayers and all of it. I really do from the bottom of my heart. But yeah, well, no. And again, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Joy Boy. There's always a reason why I get heated. I don't get heated for just no reason. There's always a reason that I get heated. Always, 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 always. I'm not using it as an excuse, but there's always a reason why I get heated. 10 times, I'm sorry, not even 10 times out of 12, 11 times out of 12, it's because they provoke me. I'd say the other one point where I get heated is if I'm already in a bad mood, I'm already having a bad day, and we all know that fears gets in those moods. Like anybody, not everybody can't always have a good day. But since I'm a YouTube personality, you guys see me when I'm not in a good mood. Like today, I'm actually in a great mood. Like I had a great day at work. I finally, thank God, I caught up on some sleep. I talked to my mom. I'm almost finished on the axe throwing vlog. Hopefully, I can get that up by tonight. Hopefully, I've got only a couple more scenes to edit. So yeah. And I took Vision's advice, and I took LC actually said you may want to just spend some time away from the Discord, and I pretty much said I think I'm done with it. I may check in every once in a while, Joy Boy, and say like hi, hey, I'm still alive. How you guys been? But Discords are not for me. Discords are not for me whatsoever. I think I'm just gonna stay away, because then they can't get to me. Then they can't get to me. Anyway. But it's water under the bridge, and I apologized, and all I can do is move forward and just try to do better. I try to minimize the outbursts, And again, I only do the outbursts. Thank God it wasn't on camera. I try to minimize them, and I try not to never let them happen. Like, that was the worst one I've had in quite a while last night, and thank God it wasn't on camera. Because I mean, I'm already ashamed that it happened to begin with, but if it would have happened on camera, I would have been extra ashamed. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. That'll do her. I'll either do one tomorrow or I'll do one after church on Sunday. So again, I'm not going to this tomorrow. I'm going to save my money, but don't worry. I looked online. There's another show coming up. I forgot the dates, but it's in October, and that would be very appropriate because Spookula, October, Halloween. So I'm gonna save this card, and I'm gonna so I have the email, and I'm gonna go to the I'm gonna go to the one. I'm gonna go to the one in. I'm gonna go to the one in. Oh God, I'm having a brain fart. I'm having the one. I'm gonna go to the one in October. Yo, Visions, what's up? Good to see you. Okay, so you were watching. Okay, well, I'm glad that you were watching, buddy. I don't know if you watched the whole thing, Visions, but I'm glad that you were watching. And again, I am sorry, and I hope you can accept my apology. And I'm glad that we're still buddies. And thanks for kicking my ass. Literally, Visions. Like Visions had to put his foot down. He was like, "Fears, what the fuck?" And I was like, I got you, Visions. No worries. I got you. I'll be honest, buddy. That I have never seen Visions perturbed. I never want to see Visions perturbed ever again. Because Visions, you were like, Fears? Do not send me that fucking gift card. You know, the trip's fucking off! And I'm like, oh shit. But I'm glad the trip is still on. And I am sorry. And I am going to send you that gift card, buddy. So, I'm sorry that you got a little perturbed, and hopefully it won't happen again, and I apologize. I apologize. I really do. Because your friendship means a lot to me, buddy. So yeah. Don't worry though, guys. They will not, even though they ruined the Yakov surprise, I'm gonna throw in some extra goodies. There's no way that they can mess that up because I'm not going to say one damn word. I'm not going to show one picture. I'm not going to go on camera and say, hey guys, I'm going to throw in this extra goodie. So they cannot ruin that. So yeah. Because I wanted it to be a surprise. That's what got me really heated. Because I was like, well, Yakov doesn't want a Marvel character because that's not his thing. He doesn't like DC. Well, he never said that he doesn't like it. He just said, Fears, I would much rather like a Stormtrooper. Can you do that? And I said, let me see what I can do. I said, I'll look around. I said, yeah, if you don't want a Marvel character, fuck it. I said, I'll get you something else. You know? Vision says you just have to ease up on the name calling. Yep. See, it's hard for me though, Visions. Once, I'm telling you, I'm like the Hulk. You would think someone would take a breath, but whenever I'm in that pissed off mode, I go, whenever they've gotten me to that point, sometimes I get so mad, I can't even remember what the fuck happened. I mean, I get it from my dad. My dad had a bad temper. You wouldn't have wanted to see my dad when he was mad. I saw it full force. Oh, man. I wouldn't say my dad got madder than me, but it was pretty close. And it took a lot for my dad to get mad. I mean, it took a lot. So, whenever my dad did get mad, I actually got afraid a couple of times. Not all the time, but I was like, oh shit, he is fucking livid. Like I said, so it took a lot for my dad to get mad. So, sadly, I get my temper from my dad. But what's cool is I get all my art stuff from my mom. My dad, the only thing that my dad was creative that he fucking loved, I love Visions that my dad was into photography. My dad took some of the coolest photos. If I find him, I'll send you some of my dad's old photos that he took. He was in Italy. I think he took this photo before he met my mom when they were both in Italy. He took a picture across the street of this. I don't know what type of car it was, but it was like a slicked out 60s, 70s, so cool Italian car. But the way he shot it and the way the street lights and all that bounced off I guess because he took it at night. It was so good that my dad said it's probably one of the best photos I've ever took of an object, and he had it framed. And my mom still has it. And every I said, hey mom, I said, where's that old cool photography photo that dad took of that fucking car? And my mom's like, "Oh yeah, it's in the basement with all your dad's stuff." I remember around my dad's funeral, I popped out that picture, and I was like, "Oh wow, this picture is fucking cool." And I said, "Hey mom," I said, "would you mind one day when I get a bigger place?" I said, "Do you mind if I have that?" And my mom's like, "Unless your brother wants it," because my brother's more the car guy, so that's why I'd probably give it. And my brother was like, "No, I don't want it. You can take it." And I was like, "Oh, sweet." So one of these days, I will show you that fucking photo that my dad took. Oh God, visions! It's fucking amazing photo. But I get all the art stuff from my mom. My mom got me into like painting and drawing. So without my mom, there would be no Fears Man because that's when I would do all the little fucking doodles and shit of like Fears Man with his fucking like, superhero costume down to his ankles, bent over, spreading toxic shit into someone's face, and then me fucking losing my mind over it. I'm I'm fucking losing my mind over it right now. So yeah. Anyway. Anyway. Yeah, but no, I will work on it, Visions. I really will. But I was like, oh shit, Visions is pissed, and I've never. Well, I don't think you were pissed, but you were perturbed. You're like, Fears, don't make me cancel that trip. And I was like, oh, fucking shit. I was like, oh man. So I do apologize, and I apologize to everybody that deserved an apology. But you know me, Visions. I'm stubborn. There's no way in hell that I will ever apologize to those idiots because they're the ones that started it. But I will apologize to you, all my loyal fans, especially um, Heroes, because it's his Discord, and I should have. And like I said in my message, buddy. So I guess you were. I guess you were watching the whole time. You were probably busy doing your by the way, how's the prints going? Did you get all your prints done? I forgot to ask. Well, I asked, but I guess you were working. So did you? I know you said you had a. I don't know how big of an order. You said it was a massive fucking order or some shit. Did you get all your prints done? Let me know, buddy. Um, but yeah, so I apologize to everyone that I think deserved an apology. Definitely you, definitely Heroes, definitely my loyal fans, and definitely all the people that care about me. Because Visions, you give a damn about me, and I give a damn about you. Pixel does. Richie, Heroes, Sam, Randy, everybody else. They don't care about me, and that's fine because I don't care about them. I hate drama. So you must have watched the whole stream, which I'm glad you watched the whole stream. I hate drama. I cannot stand it. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to just stay out of the Discord for, if not ever, for a long time. Like I said, I may stick my head in every once in a while and say hi, but this was the last straw. I was like, I can't be getting mad like this anymore. I'm like, I don't need the fucking headache anymore. Because they're never gonna change. You know, they're always gonna think they're right. Oh, you've heard me say it. We never do anything wrong, and even if we did, we'll never admit to it. We're sweet little golden angels. So yeah, I will say this though, I cannot wait to see Quentin stewing when I make that fucking shout out to being a spoiled rich kid shirt. I should make a shirt that says, "Hey Tyler, fuck you." But that would probably be going a little bit too far. But I think it's a nice tongue in cheek shout out to being a spoiled rich kid because obviously I'm not a spoiled rich kid anymore. I was when I was a kid. Oh yeah, my mom and dad spoiled me for sure. I mean, can anyone say in the community that when you were young you went to England 25 times in your life? No. But again, the only reason why I got to go that many times is because I have family over there. So I had a very blessed childhood, and I was definitely spoiled. But now, as an adult, I have to pay for everything. I have to pay for everything. So yeah. Joy Boy says it's time for some crack. Oh Lord, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. I think you meant to say crack time baby. Oh Lord. Joy Boy, I don't know what the fuck you're on about. You enjoy that crack. I'm good. I'm really good. Oh, by the way, Visions, I got the fucking shirt on. Oh yeah, 1984 style, baby. That's right. I got lots of compliments on my shirt today. I must say, I was out and about doing errands. I went to the post office. Of course, I did my haul and my weekly haul. Um, and what else did I do? I did a little cleaning up around the house because I had to get it all. I had to get it all in before because it's still it's not pouring down, it's drizzling out there, but it rained hard, and I mean it was pouring down for like 3.5 hours, and it was so hot today, Vision. Oh my God, I was telling the fan. Well, I mean you heard me, but I don't know if you watched the whole stream. I think you did, but in case you didn't, I checked the thermostat. It said 98, and then my weather app was off by 1 point. On the weather app, I always go by the weather app because I think they update the app that I use on my phone. The Florida weather app said 99 today, and I was like, holy fucking shit, that's hot. That's the only time I hate living in Florida, man. Like a perfect Florida day is like 89 degrees with the sun out, wind blowing, chilling at the beach. Because anytime you're near a body of water, obviously there's wind, you know? So that's like a perfect day, and I love those days. And for the most part, we get a lot of days like that, but then shitty days like today, where it's like, well, I didn't have a shit day, I'm just saying shit weather. Shit weather, like 99, dripping with sweat. I got out of my car to walk to Goodwill. By the time I got to the door, buddy, and opened up the door, just drenching with sweat, and I'm like, oh God. I went to their bathroom. I'm taking the paper towels, wiping off. Thank God no sweat got on my new shirt. Thank God. But I was dying. I literally picture this. Picture this little thing as like the napkin, or the tissue paper. I'm grabbing a bunch of tissue paper out of the bathroom, wiping the fucking sweat off and shit. Oh my God, it was bad. Oh Lord, it was so bad. And then I come out and the lady's all like, "You look sweaty." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, "It's hot out there." She goes, "Oh," she goes, "I've been here since 7, working in Goodwill." She goes, "I haven't went out there yet." I'm like, "Well," I'm like, "when you get off of work," I'm like, "you'll know exactly what I'm talking about." I said, "As soon as you get off of work," I said, "When do you get off?" And she goes, "Oh, I get off at like 4:30." I said, "Well, that's coming up because I got to Goodwill around 3:30, and I think I left around 4 something. Because I usually stay in Goodwill for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many videos I want to get. I will say, buddy, slim pickings today, but I found some good gems. But oh, speaking of gems, visions, I texted Eric. I said, Eric, I said, one thing we're fucking doing. And he went, yeah, Fears, because you've told me 10 fucking times. He goes, we're going to V Stock. I said, no. No. I said, you don't understand. I said, I've added more to the list. And Eric was like, really, Fears? He's like, you don't need any more movies. I said, look, this has to fucking happen. He's like, it's going to happen, Fears. He goes, but do you think you'll find them all? And Eric was asking me all these questions. I'm like, listen, I told Visions, I told the fans, I'm like, I'll try and find as many. Fucking hilarious. I said, he goes, Fear. And then Eric doesn't get it, Visions. You get it. Eric's like, Fears. He goes, ever since we were friends, he goes, I don't get it. He goes, why do you watch shit garbage movies if they're shit? He goes, wouldn't you want to watch like quality movies? I said, Eric, I've been trying to explain this to you for years. And he goes, Fears, I'm just not into like cheesy horror films. I said, that's the reason. I said they're so cheesy and shit, like shit water garbage, that they're actually good and they make me fucking laugh. And he goes, well, he goes, whatever floats your boat, Fears. But he goes, yeah, we'll definitely go to V Stock. Because Eric does like a lot of movies, but Eric's the type of guy where he's like, well, if I'm going to sit down and watch a movie, I want to watch an actual good movie. I will say this, Visions. Eric has started to get into the horror stuff. Not last time, because last time I was in town for my dad's funeral. The time before that was actually a nice trip. I came over to his house. He's like, "Oh, Fierce, I fucking added some cool shit to the collection." I go, "Oh yeah?" I'm like, "Well, let's check it out, buddy." He opens the door. Oh my! I wish Eric would let me film it on camera to show you guys. You go in off to the left, millions upon millions of Ghostbusters stuff on the left-hand side. Again, me and Eric were reversed. As much as he likes Ghostbusters, he loves Ninja Turtles better. I'm the reverse. As much as I love Ninja Turtles, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, I love me some Michelangelo, party animal, dude, going fucking nuts. Yeah, dude, turtle power, let's eat fucking pizza, man. Let's roll around in the Turtlemobile and fucking, kill whatever that fucking, what is it? Is it Ant or Fly? That fucking Baxter guy. His voice was so, he was an ant, right? No. Hang on, heroes, help me out. Fly. I don't know why the fuck he would want to turn himself into a fly. It doesn't make any goddamn sense. But he was the most annoyingest villain on that fucking cartoon. The best one was the fucking sewer rat king guy. That guy was a rocket, man. You know? And he was like a epic villain. Baxter, he was like this nerdy little fucking scientist. Hey, I can turn myself into a fly. Who gives a shit? The fucking Rat King would take you down in 2 hits. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, I go over to Eric's house, and he goes, Fears, he goes, I guess because we've been friends for so many years, he goes, I've started to watch some of these horror films. I'm like, oh, really, buddy? I'm like, you've took a turn to the dark side? And he went, well, he goes, I've watched the good horror films. He goes, Fears, he goes, you know me. He goes, I would never be caught dead watching killer clowns from outer space and the car and fucking blood gnomes and all that other shit that you watch. And I said, well, which ones did you watch? He goes, oh, he goes, Fears, you know I'm a big fan of Michael too. I said, Eric, I'll give you that. You do like Michael. He goes, well, I just started watching some of the Freddys. I said, oh, good. I said, yeah, I said, Freddy's good. I said, he's not as good as Michael, but I said, Freddy's good. And I said, well, what about Jason? He goes, oh, yeah. He goes, I started watching some Jasons. And I said, well, Eric, I said, I've known that you like Michael ever since we became friends, buddy. You know, way back in high school. He goes, yeah. He goes, Fears, I've always liked Michael. He goes, I just wasn't sure about all the others. I said, well, don't even waste your time on the fucking leprechaun guy. I said, I like the leprechaun guy, but I said, that's probably not up your alley. I said, you may like Chucky. I said, fuck Pinhead. Pinhead is the most stupidest fucking thing ever. I said, it put me to sleep, Eric. I have fallen asleep. I wish I could set my camera up and get actual footage and show you guys. I slept through Pinhead 2, 3, and however many others. The only one I kind of enjoyed was the first one. All the others were just literally like shit water in a toilet. Literally. Literally. It was bad. Bad. Anyway, to make a long story short, Visions, he goes, well, Fears, I've watched some movies. He goes, you're going to love what I've added to the collection. I go into the room, and he made a little section. I went, oh, shit, Eric. I said, you got your own little horror section. He goes, yeah, Fears. He goes, remember the original collection? And I said, yeah. I said, he goes, well, he goes, you know me. He goes, I always have like my Ninja Turtle section. I have my Ghostbusters section. And then Eric loves wrestling. Every version of wrestling. WCW, WWE, WWF, WWE, Raw, all that crap. And I'm like, oh yeah. I'm like, I know, buddy. When I first met Eric, our first Halloween, I think he dressed up as, what the fuck is that guy? He's got the mask on, and he's like, oh, check out my little friend Sacco, whatever the fuck that guy is. That guy, because I remember he had that brown mask on, and I had no idea what he was on about. He's like, hey, Fierce, Sacco's attacking you. I'm like, what the fuck is Sacco? I'm like, and he's like, Fierce, you don't know who? I'm like, I have no idea what you're on about, buddy. I'm like, I love The Rock, I love Austin, but I'm like, Sacco. And he goes, well, if you love The Rock and all that, he goes, you should know who Sacco is. And I said, I only watched it here and there. Then when I finally found out it was Mankind, I was like, okay, I'm like, oh, it's that fucking guy, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. Hey, Larry, what's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, Yak Off will be getting one of these very soon. So, yeah. And then I've got something special planned for the dude and for Visions. I'm going to throw in some extra goodies. Because Visions inspired me. You got to throw in those extra gems, man. Anyway, what I was saying about gems, Visions, he goes, well, Fears, he goes, you're going to love this. He had a little horror section, and he had tons of NECA figures. I mean, those are some of the best vintage slash... Well, they look, obviously they're not vintage, but they have that vintage quality. They look vintage, but they're new, and he had all the classic ones. I was like, oh, shit, Eric. I'm like, Leatherface? Yeah, buddy. And he goes, oh, Fierce, check out all, he goes, Halloween Kills. And I was like, oh, man, I'm like, they're looking good, man. And I said, Eric, just don't spend your money on the fucking Michael Myers from Halloween Ends. I said Halloween Ends sucked. And I know that's hard to believe, as much as I love Michael, Halloween Ends sucked. It was garbage. The only good thing about that movie is they actually did finally kill Michael. At least in that series. There's no way that anyone can come back to life. They put his body through a grinder in that junkyard. There's no way you can come back from that. So I was like, yeah, fuck Michael. You finally killed his ass. That's right. I'm like, oh, what? You think you just come in and kill everybody in Hatfield? Well, guess what, motherfucker? We've had enough. We've had enough. We're killing your ass once and for all. I'm like, good. Kill his ass. He's killed like one person out of every person's family in Hatfield. It's about time that motherfucker dies. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good that the citizens of Haddonfield finally got some revenge. They're like, you know what? We've had enough. We really have. We've had enough of this motherfucker. So I was impressed with Eric's little horror section. So now he's added what differs from his collection to my collection visions is this is his collection. He's got an area of Ghostbusters, an area of wrestling of all forms. Let's see, wrestling, Ghostbusters, Ninja Turtles, now a horror section, and then a smidge of Power Rangers and a smidge of Star Wars. Veers' collection is quite simple. More simple than Eric's. Anything Ghostbuster, anything Ninja Turtles, anything movie props or movie memorabilia, and then horror. Those four things. I try to keep it simple. Anyway, but buddy, oh yeah, I'm excited. Dial of Destiny. We are weeks away. I'm sorry, Fears doesn't mean to get so excited, but I fucking love Indiana Jones. I love Indiana Jones. And I was telling this to the fans. Even though it's Harrison Ford's last version of Indiana Jones, I don't think that'll be the last adventure that we see Indiana Jones take. I'm sure they'll find somebody else to play Indiana Jones. Now, maybe he won't be as good as Harrison Ford, but at least they'll keep the character alive. Like I've said this many times, and I stand by this. I stand by this, guys. I think Chris Pratt would make an amazing young Indiana Jones. They should do a prequel like we've always heard Indiana Jones say that he graduated with a degree in archaeology from oh god, what's the college he went to? The University of Chicago. I would love to see that on film. Him graduating, and then all of a sudden someone calls him up. Hey, Indy, we've got your first adventure. We want you to retrieve this artifact. Like, it would be cool to see Indiana Jones' first adventure. Because I don't really count that TV show where Sean Patrick Flannery played young Indiana Jones. Again, I used to watch that TV show with my dad, and I don't have it in the collection. I need to get that in the collection. That's kind of a standalone type of thing. I like all four of the films. So, yeah. So, you got Indiana Jones and the Raiders of the Lost Ark, then the Temple of Doom, Last Crusade, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, the four classic ones. And now the fifth one, Dial of Destiny. Visions, I don't know if you heard this. I found a company, and I searched for weeks, guys. Because you look at some of the Indiana Jones hats online, some of them are good, and then some of them are literally, I kid you not, like shit, water, garbage in a toilet. And so I was like, well, and I hate the ones where it's brown, and then it's got a brown bill around it with a brown bow tie. I'm like, that's not his fucking hat. It's similar, but I'm like, he always has a brown hat with a black bill that goes all the way on with a black bow tie. That's his fucking hat. I'm like, if I'm gonna get a hat, I'm gonna make it look as exact as they possibly can and screen accurate. Because not only am I going to wear it in vlogs and wear it for the rest of my life and shit, because I love wearing different types of hats. But if I'm when I'm not wearing it, I'm gonna put it on the shelf as a prop. You know, it'll be a replica prop, but it'll be a prop. And I surfed the internet visions, and I found this. I can't remember the website. It's on my Facebook. Hang on, and they make pretty damn good hats. Like they said, they take 2 weeks on everybody's orders. They said we use the same leather. They said we freeze frame the movie, and they said we get it as accurate as possible. They said we use the same materials that they made that hat, from the movie. And they said it'll look an exact replica of what Harrison Ford wear. And they say that in the bio, and I'm like, oh fuck yeah! I'm like, all right, well, if I'm gonna spend some hard-earned money of the Fears cashola, it better be a damn good hat, and it better be a damn good replica. So I will get the website. So if you guys want, a hat, they also remake. I thought it was cool. They remake the Crocodile Dundee hat on their visions. Let me click on the website. Let's see. They make Billy Jack's cowboy hat, Stevie Ray's hat, Clint Eastwood cowboy replica hats, like from all of his like Western movies. The one from Crocodile Dundee, and then they call their replica of their Indiana Jones hat. They call it the Dr. Jones hat. So yeah, and you can get it in brown with a black bow tie or a gray hat, because he does wear a gray fedora at the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark, and he wears a gray one in Kingdom of the Crystal Skull when he's getting on the train. So he does wear a gray one every once in a blue moon, but normally his go-to hat is the brown one with the black bow tie. So that's the one I'm going to get, and I'm going to wear it to the when the movie comes out, when I go to the theaters. Yes, I'm that big of a nerd. It's fucking happening. So I just haven't bought it yet, but it will happen. It will happen. Yo, Richie, what's going on? How you been, buddy? Well, anyway, I'm gonna take off. I'm gonna skedaddle. But again, I apologize for everything that happened last night. The other trolls, you can go fuck yourself. I've had enough, and that's where I'm gonna. That's the last thing I'll say, and that's where we stand. That's where we stand. Anyway, good things coming. Check out. You guys are going to flip when you see the axe throwing. Oh man, it was so damn fun, and I love it. And Visions, picture this: Sam comes up to me, he goes, "Fears." He goes, "You swear to God you've never played this before?" I said, "Sam, I swear on my father's grave. I said I've watched people do it. I've just never personally done it." He goes, "How are you so good and you've never thrown an axe?" I said, "Buddy," I've used axes before, like in Boy Scouts. I said in Boy Scouts, when we went on camping trips, I had to take an axe and chop wood and stuff for the fire and all that. I said I did all that in Boy Scouts. I said, hell, I do that anyway whenever it gets cold in Missouri. Anytime I've came home around Christmas time, I went out to the woods on my mom and dad's property and chopped some wood. It gets fucking cold in Missouri, you know. You come from a cold state, Visions. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So I've used an axe before, but I said, Sam, I've never thrown an axe. I said I've never had a reason to, you know. And he goes, "Fierce, you're doing good, man." Now I will say this: Sam started off a little rusty. He goes, "Fierce, I've done this before." He goes, "But I'm a little rusty because I haven't went in a long time." After Sam brushed off the rust, then Sam was a rockin'. But let's just put it this way: in the vlog, I don't know if we got it on camera, but Fears. Oh, I think we got one of them on camera. Fears got not one bullseye, but I got 2 bullseyes. Sam got. I think he got 1, if memory serves me right. But you guys are going to love the vlog. The manager, the manager saw us vlogging, right, Visions? And I said, "Hey," "you want to get in on a little bit of this and give a throw?" He goes, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Can I promote my business?" I went, "Oh fuck yeah." I'm like, at the end of the vlog, have a throw and then promote the fuck out of it. I said, "I'm having such a great time." Sam said it on camera. I think I said on camera. I said, "Sam, we have to do a part 2 of this." I said, "This won't be the last time that we go axe throwing." I said, "This was so damn fun." I said, he goes, "Well, Fears," he goes, "Nothing against like mini golf. He goes, I love mini golf. He goes, but we were mini vlogging, mini golfing the fuck out of it. I said, we were, buddy. I said, we kind of were. And he goes, I was getting a little tired. He goes, not that I don't ever want to go mini golfing again. He goes, we'll do it again. He goes, let's take a break from it. And I said, yeah, fair enough. And then he goes, well, I've got an idea. Let's go axe throwing. And I went, I said, let's do it, dude. I said, I've always wanted to. I even say it in the vlog. I either said it off camera or I said it in the vlog, buddy. I said, Sam, what a great idea. I said, thank God you came up with this idea. And then he was like, well, I've been wanting to do it for a while with you, Fears. I said, well, hey, thank God you remembered. So you guys are going to love the vlog. Anyway, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my night. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to make myself a quick dinner because I'm not that hungry. I'm a little hungry, but I'm not super hungry. I'm thinking a soup and a salad and I may cook a piece of chicken. I don't know, but definitely a soup and a salad. I think that's what I'm craving tonight. Take a shower, and I'm gonna watch. I know for a fact I'm gonna watch some Blood Trails tonight. The Blood Trails Visions. I don't know if you heard my joke. I just picture this fucking bunny rapping. Peter Cottontail hopping down the fucking blood trail. What, are you gonna steal my fucking eggs, you goddamn motherfucker? Pulls out a knife and just shoves it through someone's head. Oh, I cannot wait. The fucking blood trails, motherfucker. That's right. So I will probably review it on Sunday or Monday. So I know I'm gonna watch that. And then I'm thinking about watching... Oh, where is it? Hang on. I'm kind of interested in this. I've never seen it. But I read the description and this one it's got Russell Crowe in it. He's a great British actor. It's like this action adventure thriller, and he has to steal a bunch of money to help his wife. And I was like, it sounds good, so I may watch this tonight too. If I don't watch this, then I'm definitely gonna watch the Blood Trails of the fucking hilarious Easter Bunny killing people for whatever damn reason, you know, and I may watch this again. So after I'm gonna watch those after I do some editing, because you guys, I am so excited to show you guys the fucking axe throwing vlog. I'm gonna get it done ASAP. So either that'll be up late tonight, so look out for it. If it isn't up tonight, it'll definitely be up tomorrow, for sure. All right, I'm taking off, but Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. Time for some shout outs. Check out my buddy Randall going nuts on that magic at the Mayor of Magic. That's his second channel. And if he's not going nuts on magic, then he's going nuts on Cameo Man at Cameo Man 2021. Check out Fears, Lord Fears at FearsMan26, the main channel. Short films, parodies, funny skits, fucking memeing away. Fears Man farting and shitting his ass off. Conventions, all that good stuff. And if you don't want to see me on that, then check me out here, vlogging away. And whenever if I'm not vlogging away, then I'm podcasting away. Oh yeah, so check me out there. We're so close to hitting 9,000 on the TikTokage. So once you get done watching this, mosey on over to TikTok and give me a like and give me a sub. That's right. Do it now. I'm just joking. Do it if you want to. I'm not commanding you, but do it if you like. Anyway. Pixel, you son of a bitch. Get that fucking Vegas content up, buddy. I need some more Pixel content in my life. I've been plugging your channel for a year or two now, buddy. Get it up. Come on. You can do it, Pixel. You know I love you like a brother. Get it up, buddy. Get it up. Check out Pixel, Lord of those pylons at Pixel Protocol. And last, but certainly not least, my buddy, my pal, Visions, Lord Visions, Lord of the Goths. That's right, Lord of the Goths. You think Twinkle Toes is Lord of the Goths. Oh, no. He may listen, Visions, he may give you a run for your money. But Twinkle Toes has nothing on Visions. Visions is Lord of the Goths. That's right. Check him out at www.exhumevisions.com. Soon to be coming Shout out to being a spoiled rich kid t-shirt collab. Soon. That's right. So Quentin, look out for it. I cannot wait. Little dollar sign. Shout out to being a spoiled rich kid. So whether Visions makes it as a surprise extra goodie or I commission it, I'll probably just commission it because it needs to fucking happen. And then I cannot wait for, when in doubt, you have to MacGyver it out. That's right. Check out Visions. He makes tons of cool merch. Pins, shirts, muggage. Is muggage a word? Well, now it is. Copyright Fears. That's right. Fears made that word up. Muggage, pins, shirts, artwork. Rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. Check it out. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, I'm taking off. But anyway, peace, deuces, and this is Fears. I will see you guys. I will see you guys later, and I'm gonna bid you guys a fond farewell.